There's another box inside. It is black lacquered with gold trim.
Runner's not changed.
Does the 27 on the Constitution, not 27, sorry, does the 20 on the Constitution say?
Okay. You are able to open the box.
Are you getting, I prefer my CT.
Are you sure?
Go on.
You do it, I'll do it. We both may end up dying today.
I don't have a first, I could have done it.
next week. We've got 2 new characters.
How? What did you do? They opened boxes.
Standard boxes.
Yeah.
Okay, can I open my box?
You're touching it.
Yep.
Constitution save. So, are you opening this?
No. I'm going to try something stupid. I'm going to try Dispel Magic on the box.
At what level?
4th.
Okay. Roll.
Is it a D20?
Yes.
22.
Oh, great.
Working.
All I get is
Yes.
Oh, the wife says that it's just come up that you're you're offline.
and it's to
Comes to reload sometimes. Oh, there was a dip.
He's like using every single time. It just goes wrong.
Actually, never mind. I don't have to take that roll. Fucking use my inspiration because that was a 3.
Yeah, don't
I'm not taking a 3.
We'll take a 2 instead.
That's good.
That's
Always
fine.
better.
Every single time.
Is it? What do you add to that? Is it spell attack bonus or just your spell ability?
It would be your spell. Oh fuck. Or the spell magic is. I think it's your spell attack bonus, but
Yeah, we'll put it with attack.
no, I think it's your spell casting modifier.
Okay.
This is where like the souls of the people that we meant to be
That's,
go back to their body and
15.
go, uh-oh.
15.
If it is charisma.
Always 5 actually. Always 5 then, with 5 points.
Hold on. I need to look up the effect. First.
I don't wait for everything. No, so okay. So I do put them yeah.
Using your spell casting ability. You see equals 10 plus the spell. Okay, so it's just spell casting ability. Yeah, is 15 to try and dispel the thing.
Nothing happens.
Well,
Okay.
could do it again. I have another 4.
I wouldn't.
You want it?
I'll give you a clue. This is a night club spell.
You ain't gonna dispel it.
Are you opening the inner box?
Yep.
Okay. You open the inner box. I need another con save.
Is 21. I've got a +9 on my con save.
Okay. As you open the box, there is a dragging sensation on your hand and on your face, which is particularly unpleasant given the current condition of your face, as you feel something being tugged away from you. You guys who are at the altar can literally see.
I was 60 feet back.
You can't. You guys at the altar can literally see some sort of ethereal form being tugged away from his body the longer he looks into this thing.
What's inside the box? Or is it empty?
Blackness. 5. 4.
It's incredibly dark in there.
3.
I'll close it.
2.
I'll close the box.
You feel as though you've lost some part of yourself that you're never going to fully get back.
What's new?
What part of his soul?
We can just.
Yeah.
You can't really destroy it.
I mean, it's magic, right?
Yeah.
So we can just do magic damage to it.
Unless of course we go to the man. Unless you got chuck it in the fire.
Or we could take him to the blacksmith in the forge and see if he wants them.
You could take him to him, yes.
We could play a bit of a reversal on him and say, instead of having something we want, what could you create? What do you want? Whatever you can make with this. Just give him loads of stuff. That's what I want.
So these things giving up. These things aren't giving up radiation. They're giving up magic.
No.
I think they're how they make the zombie people that he then uses for empty soul.
Well, they're not there. They're dead. They ain't got the end.
It's almost like we need to go and find somebody, put them in front of the box, take the soul out, and see if it's full.
Or we could just.
And then kill them, and then see if it's
I'm gonna give
empty.
it.
But we don't know if it's what's full and what's empty.
That's a good point.
Oh no, we seem to have lost the boxes. They're just gone.
But I think they're all up here.
He says.
So in the boxes we have a hand, a heart, and then 3 further
I know a lot of people.
boxes that we did not want to touch because they blow up and then
And then try and suck something out.
suck the life out.
I assume if you use the mummified hand, you can't open the box perfectly fine.
No.
Because you're still technically opening it. It's not the bullshit of, I'm not touching it, the hand is.
Okay, you mean to open the black box in the middle.
Yeah.
Technically that would work, except there's one tiny problem. The hand doesn't work. It is just a hand. It's like, I am going to open this wrapper on this pud using this pen.
And weirdly enough, giving out the event packs that they didn't have.
It'd be stiff.
Funny that, isn't it?
It's a shame we can't necromancy and they
Can I
form
get
to
this
bring the
hand
hand to life.
set fire?
Sure.
I'm going to try and destroy it.
Okay, you set fire to the hand. It burns. You've removed the source of mummy brown.
Yeah, I remember.
It's not burned.
And you put that. Does anybody have identity?
You've asked that before.
Could you identify them?
No, because I don't have it.
Oh.
As I've told you several times. I have detect magic and that is it.
Can I copy it?
No, it's magical.
We found out mine ain't gonna lie. So Mitch put his name down. I think you need to take your name down. I can't actually run it now. So you just take charge. Yeah. It's not my fault that- No, actually, it's just.
Somebody launches.
I was like, it's not my fault, man. Things-
You can do magical.
I know, but it's easy to retrieval.
Normal tournaments.
What else with the heart, the hand, and what else?
The 2 boxes.
I mean, that wasn't that bad again.
Hands, yeah.
Well, the hand's burnt because it's not gone.
Well, I'll destroy it.
It's burnt to ash.
Just redistribute the ash
You can go first.
without breathing.
How can you destroy magical items? Never tried this before, so.
Dispel magic, but at a high level, like boxes aren't, you're not going to be able to do that. True casts. Unless you're a mage. See, the artificer in theory could be a benefit because even if we just left it there, it's an extra dimension. Can't imagine gods are allowed.
Well, so take the box with the heart, put it in the other dimension with the forges, just leave it on like a tightrope bridge or whatever. We'll throw it in the lava in there.
Do that if you wish.
Mhm.
So what are you taking with you?
If there's a soul catchers, are they like an extra dimensional thing? And if you put them inside another extra dimensional thing, like the artificer, is that going to implode or explode?
You have taken your portable hold to the artificer.
Oh yeah, true.
I say,
So we just leave it and move on.
but what if?
Yeah, we might as well.
Spending too much time.
I still reckon that at that height, especially it could be the flat room.
Look, well, you have the instruction manual. Right? Does the instruction manual talk about having to separate one's body part or turn or anything like that? Like whether he took out his own heart?
Oh, the Lich method.
You could read through the book, yeah.
The Lich magazine.
Yeah, I'll have a look through.
Lich Weekly.
I'll have a look through the book and try and see if I can find anything.
Being a Lich for dummies.
Okay.
So we think that the whatever it's called is the.
So I'm just going to do what he's just asked. So as you are going through the book, could you make me an investigation or an intelligence check to try and find this information? It's not that difficult.
That's crap. 16.
Okay. It takes you a couple of minutes of searching through, but you do track down eventually the spell necessary for making a phylactery. It is a 9th level spell, and it requires quite a bit of concentration. It does not mention about removing a body part, but it does mention about various essential elements of the person's spirit have to be contained within this vessel.
Yeah, the soul.
It does not mention anything about a body part.
Okay.
It instead refers to the vessel needing to be of a certain value.
Is it?
How much is the value?
Yeah, I was about to say, is it a value in like the one's self?
No, it's got to have an intrinsic monetary value, basically. Somewhere in the region of 5,000 gold individually.
Art was probably worth that. Actually, yeah. Especially on the black market.
Depends where it's a hole.
A mummified heart, probably even more. Mummified, a magical heart. Probably in that range.
Probably we can't steal it.
Yeah, it's what's happened to me.
Carry it with us.
Unless it's a focus point.
You're thinking of it being a magical focus.
Potentially. That or the hand. What a weird thing to keep.
Is there anything in the book about a mummified heart?
Yes. You rolled high enough, I won't make you roll again for that. It's referred to as the Heart of Sorrow.
Heart of sorrow.
And this is actually an item that somebody else made that I am pinching. So I need to look up the character where I got it. That was literally just a burnt hand. That was literally just a hand.
Well,
I didn't think it was magical, somebody destroyed it.
They haven't magified it yet.
it's great if we ever in a struggle and need a hand.
I hate you at times. I really do.
That's what I'm here for.
It's almost as bad as in Baldur's Gate. There is an opportunity where you can pull off a mage's hand. Somebody did this on their while they were streaming to Twitch, and of course, chat, delightful people that they are. mentioned that at least they can now cast Mage Hand.
No.
Pulling off a mage's hand is much better than a mage's hand pulling you off.
So they did a
Depends on
hand,
the mage.
they did a hand job.
Yes, that's the joke.
Depends if you're into the mage.
Okay.
The mage is into you.
The Heart of Sorrow,
Yep.
you read in this book, has a number of different spell effects attached to it. It mentions that you can manipulate the forces of life and death using it, although it doesn't necessarily elaborate on what that means. It mentions that you can create a servant that will serve your purposes.
Using zero.
You can assume that if you wish. It will teach you a number of spells. And it will protect you from death. Its final grip will not seize you.
Okay.
It also can be attuned to.
I've already got, well, I'm not allowed to use it anyway, but I've already got my slot, achievement slots.
Plus,
I have no attunement slot. Unless I take off.
You...
Huh?
That's good.
Unless I take off the belt of dwarven kind.
What does that give you?
Just the poison, yeah. Bit of still depth.
You would
be able
need-
to speak to woman.
You would need to either identify or attune to it to figure out the exact spells it gives you. But I will tell you, it gives you some nice shit.
So it gives me an increase on, say, a con score of 2. Gives me advantage on charisma check. It also does give me a 50% chance each day at dawn of growing a thick full beard.
We haven't been doing that, have we?
No,
No, we should have been doing that.
I mean, that'd be fun.
Well, it's gone now.
Yeah, it's not
It's
happening
gone.
then. No,
Oh, that's going to come back through on fresh skin.
it's worse than that. If there isn't available follicles up here, it will just grow somewhere else.
You're fired.
Congratulations, you now have a taint beard.
Oh.
Or it grows on your skeleton. You're like one of the skellies from Pirates of the Caribbean. You question how they have a beard even though they're skeletons.
So, that is something you can choose to attune to. Or you could give to somebody else in the party, mentioning no names, Edward.
I think he's already got his sigil.
Probably does, yeah.
Get rid of poison.
All I've got is this colourful coat and this flaming
Have
sword.
you got his best?
What other attunement slots do you have?
I've got the Sword of Answering and the symbiotic
In my
longsword.
game, there are 4 slots.
Oh, then I still have one left.
Would you, over the course of a little while, like to attune?
Yes.
We'll come back to that when you take a rest.
Nice.
You just tuck the heart away.
Tune a heart.
Tuna heart's quite small.
Yeah, true.
Well, it's quite tasty though.
How
I mean,
far
yeah,
are we
but-
talking?
Well, it's a small fish, isn't it?
No, they're
No,
not.
tunas are quite.
They're fucking big.
They. You look at them in a can, you think, oh, that's a tiny fish. No, they're about that long.
No, they're big.
Big.
Depends on
Bluefin tuna, they're like as long
Yeah.
as this table.
bluefin
Long.
tunas.
Yeah.
Quite fun. I've got to try and. I've got to try and bite you.
Sorry, I'm distracted.
I'm trying to hit people doing for that long.
Okay. So make a note that you have the heart of sorrow. What are you guys doing then?
We still have the hand.
No, he destroyed it.
Destroyed it. Shit. I think completely burned.
Yeah.
He turned it to ash and then proceeded to stomp it around the room for a few minutes into the pile of corpses. Which, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't you set fire to the pile of corpses as well?
No, not yet.
No, not yet. Though the room. How long has the door been open before? Did we close the door straight after we left?
You didn't specify.
What is the chance that the room explodes as soon as he lights the hand?
No.
Due to the built-up gas full of corpses.
They had candles in here.
Destroy the candles.
That would have been a great way to.
You wish to destroy the candles.
They're tainted with evil.
They're candles.
I'll still mince them up.
He
I like-
doesn't have wax play.
I would like to do a medicine check to see whether I trust his psychic state at the moment.
Go ahead. Make me an attack roll on the candles.
Please roll 1.
That'll be
Now you roll 20 and cut the flame off the top.
with 25.
You proceed to chop up candles. Does anybody not have dark vision? Because now the room is dark.
No, the only person who didn't have dark vision was Ed, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's a 50 to try and analyze his mental state. But I think it should be probably with advantage because I'm watching him cut fucking candles.
Not even just picking them up and just chopping them. No, he's like,
I'm practicing my sword play.
he's being weird. Even by his standards.
What about the altar? Has the altar got any writing?
It's made of stone.
Yeah, no, I can't remember. Has it got a lever or a plinth or anything with search it?
No, it's a stone altar.
Has it got any graving?
It's got decorative engravings. It doesn't have text.
Do you want to engrave something on it?
No.
Cool.
I didn't destroy the candles. I didn't destroy the candles.
He went ham on
No, no.
No, he decided to chop up the candles.
I can see why the gods said this party needs help. Don't think I can be that kind of help.
I really cannot wait until Ed gets back because you need direction. My God, Pete.
Let's just go.
Okay.
Yeah, you got something. Yeah. You've been trying to do stuff.
Right. So the magic
These two are just on crack.
boxes that suck stuff in.
Who's holding Ed?
Charisma save, everybody.
18?
Oh,
Not me.
21.
Is it more than
9 and 6.
15?
15.
You two are aware that Barbus has turned into a plushie.
So it's a plushie holding a plushie.
You are not aware, but you are not holding him. You, however, the person who is playing with his phone,
yeah.
you are carrying the plushie.
But I think that
And you believe it's him. In fact, you believe you are riding around in the back of his hoodie.
amazing.
You are literally watching, ladies and gentlemen, as he is holding the plushie in front of himself with its hood stretched around his waist. It is profoundly weird to watch.
Come on, Fred Flintstone, we've got shit to do.
So are we going to take the boxes of suck into the forge guy?
How are you picking them up?
I will get the lead-lined box and sort of.
Make a dexterity check for me. You are good at these.
20. One.
You do not fail.
Yeah.
You are able to tuck the box back into the other one. These two guys can just close the lid because they never tipped the damn thing out of the box.
I was being thorough. I'm packing it.
Finishing it. Are we going to set part of this room?
Well, no, we don't want to damage the circle because we want to go back to it.
We're going to just this room.
Oh, we're back in the other room. Yeah, oh, that's in the other room, yeah.
I just want this, right? I took a screenshot before the story.
Ah, right, so you can draw it back out.
In theory, I can just draw it. Because we don't know enough, or we don't know enough magic to know I can put that television
You don't have the
circle.
ability to cast the spell necessary to create it, so you have destroyed it completely.
Yeah.
You just have to like wipe the line out.
I don't know, if we want to get there, we can get the old fashioned thing.
Alright, cool.
Where? Horrific.
There, though. It's
Horrific.
a
It
city.
seems right.
Let's just go back to how we got here, because I wasn't here when we got here. The cloud.
Oh, yeah,
right.
on the way back, we go and ding the hammer on the thing.
We're going to the artificer.
Yeah.
What are you taking with you?
The 3 boxes of supplements.
Okay. You're carrying all 3 of them?
I'm carrying one of them.
Those two are carrying on each as well.
Yeah.
Okay. You head back to the artificer, you climb your way down through the place, and each of you in turn hammer on the thing. When you appear, standing on the bridge, you can see that the artificer appears to be working on something. It's a large curved piece of metal.
Negative as well.
Maybe a sword, yeah.
It doesn't look like a sword. It's too rounded, like a.
Did you just Hindenburg?
Yep.
It does not look like a Hindenburg.
I don't even need to look up. I need to look at you.
It is a curved piece of metal that shines brighter than almost anything you've ever seen. You've seen silver whip stuff that looks fancier, but it is curved around and seems to stretch out into a long, oblong shape. Curved edge. But it's not sharpened from what I can see.
It's not a weapon.
Ah, I could walk up to him then, again.
Okay. He looks up at his work as he stops.
What's that? I asked him last time he told me.
An item for a clerk.
Oh, what's he do?
It is a defensive measure for their vehicle.
Oh, it's a
It's a bumper.
The bumper. Amazing. It's a shiny, magical bumper with headlight built in. What? Well, no, but it's bright, so it's.
No, it's just chrome.
Oh, okay.
You come from a society where chrome has not been invented.
Okay. So I explained to him what I have in one of the boxes.
A phylactery.
Oh, it is a phylactery. Yeah. So
Wait.
we have 3
Wait.
phylacteries.
How many liches normally have one? But the others are illusion.
Right, we show him all 3. Are they all phylacteries?
Yes.
I asked.
Is it normal for liches to have 3
You make things out of. You make things. So the way this works, if I'm correct, is that you make things that we ask for in exchange for material.
Correct.
Can we ask for an item to be made with these?
Yes.
But you would. So what would you be able to make us with these?
Thing being, is it would still be a phylactery.
And will it still be a?
You do not wish it to be a phylactery anymore.
No.
You wish 3 individual items or 1 single item.
Could you give us the options of what they are? Like what would the 3 and the 1 items be?
I don't create these at my house. So if you'll just excuse me, I need to move.
He's going off to his cookbook. What can I make with this? Like
I mean, it would be quite interesting to combine all 3 phylacteries into one, merge the poor lich's soul with 2 other liches.
He's gone back to his Minecraft casting table and he puts the 3 items on and it comes up with 1 item. Pulls them up.
There are various things that could be created from this. There are things that could defend, things that could attack. Things that could defend, things that could attack, things that could bind, things that could be used as a power source.
Like a soul battery or a soul compass.
Indeed.
Or a soul gun, a gun that fires souls at your enemies.
Something to defend.
I can make those.
What's that?
A gun that fires souls at your enemies.
How would you reload it though?
You have to suck souls from someone.
Yes. I could do with something that would defend.
How about you could get yourself?
Or how about, yeah, it needs to be used to make anything that makes you hide better.
No.
Boo! Oh, Okay. Yeah, I know. I've got finest glass. Oh, you're back. Finest glass. Need help with that.
You did ask him last week.
And I currently was in a dungeon, bro. So can't really make glass surrounded by.
You would need access to very fine sounds, assuming he knows what he's talking about.
Or we could just go to the artist. You make us some glass.
Something to defend.
Yeah, something to defend would be good because my defensive abilities are nil par when I get whacked.
Wait a minute. My holy symbol. Is that made out of glass?
You were not using your fucking holy symbol to do that.
No.
Your character would just refuse.
I know.
It
Just
is your
refuse.
holy symbol.
I'm just questioning: is my holy symbol made out of glass or rice?
Probably is made out of glass because it's from before
Yeah,
the rice
before the
thing
rice
happened.
invasion.
Is it finest glass though?
I'm not going to use them. Just saying. I'm just wondering.
I've got quite a hand, so.
You can try. You might lose a hand, but you can try. We've already got a spare one. Just burn.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, minimum my roll side hand is 27. You could. Where's my pants gone?
Still have 5th level smite.
You cannot use things against other members of the party.
Boo.
I like it.
So yeah, something to defend would be helpful using one of the.
I could make you a shield or a piece of armor or a ring.
Ooh.
How many achievements?
Ah, very good point. I am already blinged with the ring. Piece of armor would be good.
Yeah, how many achievements?
What armor can you wear?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I only wear
Weapons of armor.
adamantine studded armor because anything heavier than that and I lose all my bonuses, so it's back there.
Why don't we go around the apartment?
Silly question. Say I have an item that causes fear. Is there any way you could adapt it to cause fear to other people other than the holder?
What item are you talking about that causes fear?
I have a breastplate of cowardice. You forgot I gave that to me.
Doesn't mean obviously don't wear it.
There are ways it could be used. What do you wish?
That is a good question. What would be a good option? What would be a good option?
Crossbow, a firearm, a ranged weapon of some variety, perhaps.
The fuel for that would be really annoying to come across.
Could you imagine though? It comes out as a giant skull screaming at people as it burns.
That is
That's proper fear.
cool enough that I agree with you. And I,
Suggest this to you.
yes, I would like to suggest this.
Make a device that would be powered by your fear.
Fuck, I can't feel fear. Doesn't work. Shit. Ah.
I think I've said it with my phylactery thing. I'd like a light piece of armor that's better than what I'm wearing at the moment. Just studded armor. If possible, made with this.
It would have to be crafted from the materials of the phylactery.
Okay.
It would not be light armor.
Anybody else need better armor? That's
No, I don't need armor.
Is there any,
No, dead.
is there any way of making it so to inflict fear upon other people?
A firearm, a gun, a Sorry, firearm, a crossbow, a sword, a bludgeon, a musical instrument.
You could have a musical instrument that causes fear.
A scary bagpipe.
Vuvuzela.
Terrifying bagpipes.
A triangle of fear.
Turns everybody around it into grey.
Well, a scary sword sounds fun.
You know, do you have any achievements or something like that?
So this is one.
Well, I've only got.
You have to substitute.
So what does the armour of cowardice do?
I will check through my notes and see if I wrote it down. Try to look through the notes of a madman. Jesus Christ.
What are you talking about? You have magnificent handwriting.
This is
For a
Rush.
madman.
Yeah. I do have quite nice handwriting. It's just not when I'm rushed. Probably around here.
So I can't have a decent piece of.
What weapons do you want?
I use my psychic blades like 99% of the time. I've got a magic bow for a backup for when psychic stuff doesn't work, and a shotgun.
Bullets in the shotgun? I could do some more bullets for my big one. Doesn't do radiation damage.
I could make something with your shotgun and one of the phylacteries.
Ooh. Interesting. Yeah, go on then. And the shotgun and the
Okay.
Come back in 3 weeks.
probably, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to take him a few days.
Whatever happens, we hope we destroy the planet.
Yeah, that's
That was the only
yeah.
object.
That was the main object. It destroys the flagger and gives us something cool as a bonus. I was just happy for him to smash it up to start with, but now he was like, I can make you something. I was like, woo!
Okay. He is going to make a shotgun out of the phylactery and a shotgun. We'll see how this goes.
I have a note in here that just says, "Are you reading what I'm writing?" And I have no idea why I wrote that.
Somebody was looking over your shoulder. I remember you writing that, I think. So, the armor of cowardice. I believe it was if you actually get hit, you couldn't. You became afraid of whatever hit you.
I think so. To be fair, it looks like I didn't write it down. But sorry about that.
What is that even after he's taken the item off? Is he still afraid of it? That one? Then on.
Only while you're attuned.
Oh,
I haven't
that'd be
tuned
quite
to
funny.
it.
Get you to put it on and then hit you with a piece of glass. You're
Which is-
afraid of your own religion.
Which would be weird at how it would conflict against the fact that I can't be scared. Wouldn't do anything.
Yeah, it would just be completely normal armor.
Yeah.
You're like, man, that's. I'm not expecting this.
Say if I was to get a sword, maybe. Would that do the same effect? Would that, when I hit someone with a sword, they become scared? That sounds like a good idea to me.
You could also have it applied to a different type of weapon.
What you're saying, like,
A toffee hammer.
say the ass rifle. It's not a bad idea.
It does line it.
Yeah. That's,
You can hit multiple things at once.
that sounds like a very good idea.
You can literally just go.
And everybody runs away.
Well, it depends how close they are.
It's really good for crowd control.
Yeah, it's very good crowd control. Yes, that sounds like a wonderful idea.
So you give him the armor of cowardice and your assault rifle.
You're going to give him your luxury as well. Might as well utilise that in there.
Would you like to have that included into the assault rifle combination?
Yes, why not at this point?
Okay.
Make it the weirdest.
Need to write down these weapons before I forget them because my god, they're nightmarish.
Awesome.
What nightmarish thing have you thought up using your electric for?
It fits perfectly with Conquest. 'Cause they get scared, they can't run away, and they take damage by being near me. Is that a morally evil thing to create?
If it is, you might as well give it to him.
No, because half the effect is him.
That's 10. That's 10.
I think Ed is going to be slightly pissed we didn't save a phylactery for him, considering he has the god of death. So,
I mean, I haven't used mine, so
do we want to save that for Ed? Because
You leave it here. You don't want to take it with you.
How does the phylactery work? Does anybody actually know?
I could do a.
A certain person may know everything about them. Everybody else, though. You probably know a little bit.
I could do a religion check.
Yep.
Because if we leave one here, does that mean that
This is more arcana.
I guess so, yeah. Arcana.
if we leave one here and say that Ed can come back later to invent his devilishly evil thing, will that stop the witch guy?
We said time doesn't pass here, right?
Time does not pass by here.
There's, I might be wrong about this, but doesn't phylacteries take some time?
And
So if
we leave
time
it here,
doesn't
and
pass,
then
it
pass
can.
it never. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
It's been a while since I researched necromancers in D&D.
It might charge you for littering, though.
Well, I don't know if we give it to him and say
Oh, shit.
we'll decide on what to use it for later. He's got one in the bank.
So I'll tell you now. Do you want to know what these weapons I'm planning on doing for you are going to be?
Go on, Ed.
This isn't final, so don't write it down.
Okay.
Yours will be a shotgun of soul devouring,
Amazing.
Nom, nom, nom.
and yours will be a assault rifle of dread soul devouring. So they will do unpleasant things to people.
Sounds like something that
the double brigade
Judge Dredd.
yeah, I was gonna say Judge Death would use, to be fair.
So, what do you wish to do now?
Yes, because like
Explain to him the last flactor, if you don't need it, we leave it in the bank with him. Pass it to him and say, can you hold this till we come next time to add things to it? Is that acceptable?
Most unorthodox, but acceptable.
Or we could be like, Ed has decided what thing he wants made by this, and when we come back and be made, and then when Ed gets here,
Yeah. Ed, what do you want?
We'll see if Ed even wants anything at all.
a bowl of porridge that screams at you.
Something that makes the group morally correct. Correct.
That ain't alright.
A moral compass.
Yeah, we're always wrong fucking way.
Yeah.
It just constantly points away from the rest of the party. It's literally just
I guess we get a new car. It's like what's it now?
I don't know shit about phylacteries. I got 3 on Dark.
Is there a ship or whatever to it's what is
I think it's like the Power Rangers, some sort of big mega suit somewhere that we have to like stick it in.
yeah, but exactly where's this?
You have gotten all this information already.
But Ed writes all that down.
To be fair, I wasn't there for that.
I know it was the spirit.
He's our scribe
It's the
and
spirit
brain.
warrior thing. I don't know where it is. Oh, that's a new column.
That's
That's where
where
it was due to be taken to.
Yeah. So in theory, we don't have to come back here. That
You know that you need to get a certain number of people to pilot the Spirit Warrior.
Oh, yeah. We could go back to the pub and find and ask if anybody's willing, like in the town, see if anybody's willing to.
Graham, we got a job for you. We'll get you out of the pub for a while.
Yeah. This is help around me.
It was only a secondary thing, and we don't have to use this.
No, true.
We've got to go to new cars and set up the defences.
A little bit more towards the yellow.
Or was it? It was what, 6 people or 3 high-level people?
The more people you add, up to 9, the better the control will be.
My character traits are no.
I have my contract 6.6 years.
Yeah.
Right, we'll head back to the cloud.
Yeah. Is there anything that you need to do or want to go anywhere? Anywhere you need to go or do anything? Come on. Any of you got any? Silly question. How many weeks ago in game did I throw a meteor at the squidgy people?
Not a week yet.
No? Okay.
I mean, I'll volunteer to pilot.
Right, we ready for round
What,
2?
we need 2 more.
Yeah.
You have to head back to the cloud. You work your way back up through the temple towards the surface. Arriving there, you once again can see the cloud hovering at the edge of the island. The tall cliffs that surround it, giving it ample space to come down to almost near the very edge. As you approach back to it, you can see Granny Goo, as you refer to her, is standing at the edge, her hands on her hips. Well, what do you find?
Dead people.
Yeah, well, the lich we've now destroyed.
Oh, good, well done.
Well,
Well, we think it can't come
well,
back.
you've been around a while. Is it normal for liches to have 3 phylacteries?
No?
Okay. Well, we destroyed 1 lich.
Or maybe even
There might
three.
be 2 more somewhere.
Well, in theory, if we destroy its phylactery once they're dead, still we can't get back.
You could assume that if you wish.
Correct. Would you also know if you turn something's phylactery into something else, can the lich still come back through it?
I have absolutely no fucking idea.
Well, no, he said
Good
he's
thing
gonna
you can't do that then.
Yeah, no, he's actually destroying it. That's what we said to him, destroy them to make.
No, we didn't. We said
No, we
Yeah,
did.
yeah, it was a point. Yes. Right.
Right, so we'll head back. We go to New Chorus.
Why?
Why? Because we need to get the defense system up. What's it called?
Artemis.
Artemis, yeah.
All right, but I thought you had other things you wanted to do first.
What was on the to-do list? Anything else?
There are shit tons of things on your to-do list.
Let's save world.
Yes, that's save world.
Kill the dragon.
Let me put it this way. You are talking about going to the final boss fight.
Ah, right, okay. Without, yeah.
Well-
Squidgies have been well and truly.
On your campaign.
The squidgies have been well and truly bombed when.
Yeah, in like 2 weeks.
It's been nearly a week.
Yeah, still another week to go.
Alright. How long is it going to take us to get back to the pub?
Right, Landing.
Runner's Landing, from where you are now.
We're now doing shopping.
We can look for volunteers.
Well, we can speak to the governor. I'm sure he's got some prisoners who might commute their sentences.
About 4 days. As the crow flies, if you go over mountains.
No, because they've got to be willing.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, they would be willing if it's commuting their sentences.
No, this would be a whole lot easier If you guys just said yes,
I believe in love, not undeath.
that's not your god. Your god is the god of the theme.
What are you guys discussing?
So there's a backup that the Laridians were making to save the world.
Seal the rift.
No, it wasn't sealing the rift. It was going to fight anything that came through the rift.
No, it was sealing the rift.
Right. And it was. It had to be piloted by at least 3, preferably 6, possibly 9 people. But they have to be willing to do it.
Wait, behind that.
And it turns you undead in doing it.
Oh, sounds bloody horrible.
Yeah.
But what do you mean sealing the rift? Do you mean the one in space?
Yes.
I mean, that would stop the whole problem.
Yes. But we need at least 3.
1 and 2. We've got one.
Oh yeah, we've got one volunteer. At least 3. Ideally 6, but works best with 9 people.
All right.
So have you got any friends that might volunteer?
I don't think so. It seems kind of a suicide mission.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's always just throwing it out there. Somebody who is terminally ill, who could
This is don't.
become undead instead. I don't know if it worked with him.
You want to be thrown off the cloud?
This is a good point. Just a. That's a no.
I invite you into my home. I help you. And this is how you reward me.
Well, no, I was just saying that we're all talking about volunteering.
How far off the ground are we?
Quite away.
Are we above any water?
Yes.
I'd like to drop something and then jump.
You will go splat.
Hitting water at terminal velocity.
You-
is
you-
Drop
nice.
something first to break the water tension.
You will go splat.
It was only a suggestion. Just a thought.
Why are you the voice of this party when
I'm
you
not.
are the most evil person I've ever come across?
I don't think the most evil.
The least charismatic, the most evil. You piss off the most people we meet. Why are you the voice right now?
Just
Leave
asking
anyone
a
speaking.
question.
We are literally in an ancient dragon.
You just turned around to her and went, "Oh yeah, let's turn around.
Kill
and
your
make
grandson."
Your grandson."
I was saying you wouldn't die anymore.
I think you'll forget it, but I don't think
It's right, it's not handy.
Yes, I think we can do that.
What's the idea?
You still let this idiot talk?
I can't shut him up when he started talking.
I can think of a few ways.
Pull his tongue out.
He can still do it psychically.
Kill him.
So, if you control root chance, even small greater than white minimization.
So we'll go into plan B and see if there's anybody
Moving.
who's willing.
The governor's got
the governor also wouldn't do it because the governor's more likely cares about the governor, not the
And the other one is it's quite a powerful machine,
We could ask
and we don't know if you'd want to keep it.
people we left with Jerome.
Yeah, we could do. That's a good idea.
Also to note, when in combat,
They almost their lives. I mean, morally correct thing to say.
In
Because
theory, we could ask Lash, but that's not our decision anyway. That's obviously we don't really.
No, because that might be the question that we don't want to ask because of the.
Yeah.
Then,
they're pretty like.
So I have a question. We've met Future Lash,
And if I make more,
and he said it's a decision that we make.
No, the decision that Ed made.
So if Ed doesn't make that decision, how do we meet
you're
him?
talking
and tell
about a time paradox here.
You don't know how time travel works.
That's why I was sort of asking because I have no idea how that. Oh, my head hurts.
You could make an Arcana check.
I can try and work it out.
I'll give you a clue. The DC is 25. Okay, what is your modifier?
+5.
24.
Yeah, I missed that one.
Are you proficient in Arcana checks?
You're lucky I'm not. Otherwise, it'd be like, oh no, a 1.
You? I'm not sure.
Has anyone got
I'll just give my headache trying to work that out.
I do, but I'm not getting.
So he'd have to roll a 20.
Can I ask Quanigo for a bedroom, please?
Sure, of course.
I need to go and sleep.
I need to
What
take a
happened
long
to your
rest.
face?
That's why I need to go and sleep.
A disintegration beam.
I
You're
didn't
a
move
tough
fast enough.
lad.
I didn't move fast enough.
Well, that was silly of you. Hold still. She slaps you on the shoulder. You heal for 20 points.
Your jaw comes flying off.
It closes up the wounds. It doesn't like regrow the skin, but it's like you're not dripping blood all over the place. Well, actually, no, you weren't dripping blood before because it was disintegrated. What did you say? Sorry.
Have you got some rapid rest?
Yes, of course. You can rest in the main hall. You can come in the bed. So can you.
Alright, thanks. Thank you for that.
You know where this is. You have been sleeping there before. She's not letting you in there again. As you head into the main hall, correct me if I'm wrong, you have the Iron Mask with you, don't you?
He's on the platform.
He's going to turn as you approach, entering the room. What did you find?
You shut up.
Oh, no, because you've gone to.
We've
You've
got
gone
a separate room. There's only him who's
You
there.
go through the main hall.
Oh,
I just clap my hand over.
It's more like down there.
Right. We found some liches. We killed some liches. We
Well,
found
we found a lich.
we found a lich.
No, we don't.
We found some free thwackers, one lich.
How does that work?
I don't know, but I'm sure I've heard that before.
We
We found you were fairly knowledgeable for the defense systems built by the Laridians, right?
Reasonably so.
We found something that would pilot an experimental machine built by the Laridians.
and the God of Undead.
Yeah. Not pilot the God of Undead, but we found.
No,
Yeah.
just to seal the rift.
Seal the rip. How?
I don't know. It's a spirit warrior. Called spirit warrior. It's got a magical. It's in my portable.
well, the helm is a helmet.
Helmet. Yeah, not the. Not
Oh yeah, you pull out the helm, which is a chair
Yeah.
that appears to be made out of chitin.
And Sylvanos with the wooden chair!
What kind of thing is the spirit?
I think it's undead. That's why it was made by the undead, the god of undead.
That makes sense.
It's a big kind of machine, I guess, powered by souls that flies off into space, according to you.
And I think the ship is in Newfoundland. But it needs volunteers to pilot it.
They have to be willing. We can't use prisoners. The last time.
And they become undead.
What is involved in it?
I think we've got Ed has got a dagger. Stab them or something. It turns them into.
It's not that bad.
Sounds like you don't know how to do it.
You did?
I think Ed, but he's not here.
Hopefully we can get some information when we find its launch site. You're sure this thing is still existent?
Well, when have you been to Newport? Well, we flew over it and those things were targeted us.
We need to be careful if we're heading back to Newport. How many people do you need to pilot this thing?
Three very powerful people, or 6 people to properly power it, 9 to have proper movement, to have actual flexible movement.
Just gives you a bit greater control.
I don't know what I'm saying. I'm pulling things out my ass. I don't know shit about magic.
How much evidence do you have that this thing can work?
I spoke to a very mummified abbot.
The abbot said, good.
How trustworthy is this abbot?
So the thing that kind of makes us believe it a bit is that he said that he worked with the Laridians to make it, because it's partly Laridian technology, partly undead technology, and the place where we found them had Laridian technology in there alongside what would you call it? It's kind of like a burial place where the mummified abbots live.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a temple. Yeah. So it was like Laridian technology in an undead temple.
Show me the video of that you've got.
Did I record anything, or does it instantly record? I can't remember.
No, I think we did record it.
You took a few shots.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Might leave at the beheading bit.
Get fed up with the plugging in. So I take a memory stick that I've got, plug it in myself, upload the pictures, and then give him that instead.
Oh my god.
I think it's kind of Laridian Plan B.
The investment in liking that has been going on for a long time. Considering they never engaged Plan A, and it wasn't there. There's nothing of it in the photograph.
No,
The abbot told us that it's been taken to the launch site, but the helm was taken out of it before.
Been finished.
Oh, helm before it. So the helm was still, and the bad guys had effectively.
What does this helm do? It just looks like a chair.
I think it's for piloting.
yeah,
It's a spell jamming helm.
yes.
That changes things. I'll need to see this launch site
Yeah.
in person.
We need to find volunteers, perhaps.
Well, no, we just need to find it. On the way there, the volunteers could die, so we need to make the sort of launch site secure.
We need to also make sure it actually does what it's supposed to do. There's no point in getting a whole bunch of people together if it doesn't work.
Well, how are we going to test it? Without
Get me to the launch site and I'll read the files that are there.
We're going to do a report.
We do need to go there, but we need to be full strength party before we go there, because it seems to be quite heavily fortified.
There's no way that Granny will agree to take the cloud back, not after what happened last time.
I've got the major.
Even the major will find it difficult, but he's
We
probably...
can land. We could a little bit further away and reverse by foot.
Sneaking doesn't seem to really suit this party, particularly not if I'm going in with you.
Well, house penetrate.
Yeah. Yeah.
What if the major could turn invisible?
Still hear him.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised how effective being invisible to detection systems can be. I doubt they have radar, or if they do, it'll be fairly bad.
Does the major count as a living creature? Fuck. Okay. I was gonna say, we somehow managed to find a way to. We have a couple of options. We have the artist and we have the blacksmith.
You mean the artificer?
Artificer.
Yeah, we can't really get. I don't think we can get the major into the artificer.
I'm passing to take one blood then.
But there is a way you could do it.
Yeah, we had good use. Or whatever. They wouldn't come off. Well,
You could make an item.
That makes him.
A mage can attune.
Really? Well, I could sacrifice this item which blinds people to change it to make things.
That's not.
That's not how that would work.
You could sacrifice somebody's stealth skill.
that's good.
How much in stealth? How much in stealth would it sacrifice?
Depends on how well you want the mage to be able to hide.
Still, it will get 50. You'll see that go.
Greater invisibility wouldn't work. Would it?
Sorry?
Greater invisibility wouldn't work.
Yes. It's a life form, but you can just cast it on him.
So do I.
Right. We'll just do that then.
Might work. You'd have to test it, of course.
It's the major on the cloud.
Yeah.
We can test it now.
I can't. I've got a rest price. I've got a counter. I only got one full turn.
I can.
You head outside? You head over to where the major is parked up. Hello again.
Hi. We just need to. I just need to check that I can make them invisible.
I'm not sure that would work.
We've got to try.
I mean, I'm not objecting to giving it a try, but I'm warning you, I don't think it will work.
Everything is impossible till you do it.
You wish to?
I'm gonna do it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Lay your hand on. Cast invisibility or greater invisibility?
Greater invisibility.
Major becomes invisible.
Well,
Major.
Have you done it?
Yes.
Huh. 1 second. Oh, that's creepy. Oh, that's unpleasant. I can see through myself.
A camera around on the outside.
Yeah, they have ball turret cameras, so they can actually rotate all the way around. They can right now see through it. The major is having an existential crisis.
Brilliant.
This is profoundly unpleasant, but very effective. My hat, if I had a hat, it would be on.
Is there any way that you can dull noise as well? Any magic that does that?
Yes.
Silence is-
But if you're,
But how do we know whether or not he does make noise whilst he's invisible?
you couldn't stand in
Yeah,
the
but they
major
wouldn't be able to-
stationary, but he moved the side.
But their systems-
You move out. Of it.
No.
It doesn't matter if he makes
clubs
noise, right? Because their systems will be able to target him because they don't have radar. And they can't see him.
They use lasers.
So use lasers.
They really just go straight through.
So even if they could hear meow, they still wouldn't be able to do anything about it.
What was that?
It's like when you sit there and it's just an aeroplane flies over you. Like, what's it done?
That's why you can never see them. So they've got great visibility. Right. So we can make major
Cool.
invisible.
You go back inside.
What's the
and
plan you've got for this?
we need to go to Nukorov and check out, find a launch site for the spirit warrior that we may need to use.
but then it doesn't make sense in my brain. I thankfully have about my brain.
What's a spirit warrior?
It's another type of transportation into space.
Yeah.
Are you going to crash this one as well?
Yes.
Hopefully not.
And it's powered by
Hopefully we won't crash this. It's
No, it's going out, but it won't come back.
they
So it's a one-way trip.
yes. The people will never return.
Oh boy. What's the purpose of it?
Steal the rift.
Yeah. To steal the rift
How?
magic. It's
I
a
won't pretend I know magic.
little gem.
A what?
No.
Spell check.
Oh, I mean,
No idea what that is.
Makes good music using spells.
Yeah.
Okay. Why would that close? Never mind.
But yeah, that's what we needed to check if you turned invisible.
Well, apparently I can.
And you do, so thank you very much for that.
What's the as a magic man? A magic man, you would. So does that mean the major class is a creature then?
Yeah. That's why he can attune to they can attune to us. And I stopped concentrating on it, so he returned to. They return to normality now.
Okay. Oh, the camera's the wrong way round.
Welcome back.
That was disconcerting, but effective.
Thank you for being my guinea pig.
Squeak, squeak.
I walk back inside and let you know that I can indeed turn the major invisible.
So, you can get the major invisible, get you into new core. What do you do once you're inside?
You've got to find the launch pad. I'm going to need to find that
Uplink station thing.
station to start Artemis.
But for now, we just need to find the launch site because anything else we go into it.
And then I
Until Ed
can,
comes back, which is fine.
and then I have travel via planets. So if I find a planet big enough, I can get us out there. So the major can drop us off and go, so you just have to sit around. Because then you don't have to concentrate on keeping him invisible after he's.
We can do it all right.
Yeah, but once you stop concentrating, he becomes visible, and the bad guys will shoot him.
Fairly sure you can move fast.
Yeah, okay, so if we let him go away, then we can sort out. We need to travel via planets and go back to the one that Sam used before the plant in near the pub that we go to. And that way we have to escape.
So we'd have to ask Granny Goo to meet us.
Yeah. So we could they could drop us off and then get the drop ship back, and then the cloud Granny Goo.
You're going in to investigate where the launch site is. I could do some research before we head out first of all and see if I could pinpoint any likely location. However, I'll need a few days to go over some papers to do this.
That's fine. I need to sleep and to stretch you.
Yeah,
You also need to get your face fixed up. Sorry, what did you say?
I need to sleep as well.
And I suggest you avail yourself of the facilities. What did you do to piss her off?
Yeah. You don't want to.
He
Doesn't
Out
want to know.
loud.
Doesn't want to know.
opened his mouth as usual.
He's sleeping in the corner.
I'm
And for a
borrowing
long
cushions from the chairs. Only need one. Yes.
He beckons you over. What did you do?
Thought out loud for all night.
What?
Several things.
I've never seen her react like that before. What the hell did you do?
No, I wouldn't worry about it. I don't want to concern you with those things.
Consider me already concerned.
Oh, don't worry. I'll just take it on the chin. I'm sleeping on a cushion. I'll be fine.
Why are you being so accepting about this?
No filter.
He looks very concerned, but sort of backs off. Right. You clearly don't want to tell me something.
That's something I shouldn't have thought, but you know, I always like to offer an alternative. Anyway.
This is the man who feeds prisoners to a talking treasure chest.
Exactly.
I really wish I could forget about that.
Did we have the luggage
Yes.
coming down there? He could have eaten all of the stuff in that room.
No,
Oh,
you
God.
didn't.
We don't put him in danger. Yes, of course.
So you're going to go get some. Okay. So your first day of travel gets you back to the mainland and heading up over onto the giant's backbone, the mountain range that forms the top of the main island of Laridian. Is there anything you guys would like to do, such as
Attune to my heart.
the Heart of Sorrow?
Yes.
Sounds like a song.
I will read out for you the description. Now, again, I have pinched this from somebody who runs a game I play in, the Friday game. You have access to the following. Empowered by sorrow. When another creature falls to 0 hit points within 60 feet of you, you can use your reaction to gain 1d6 plus 4 temporary hit points. If this creature is your homunculus, you instead gain 3d6 plus 4 temporary hit points.
So,
I will link you the full document later. Homunculus of the Heart. You know the spell Create Homunculus.
oh my god.
That's a funny word.
It is.
The Heart's Master. You know the spell Enervation, Feign Death, Gentle Repose, Life Transference. They use your spell save DC and spell attack bonus, and you can cast them as a bonus action. Once cast this way, they cannot be cast again until the next dawn. The heart still beats. You know the spell Revivify. Instead of material components, you can spend up to 5 of your hit die. When you do so, roll each hit die and add your constitution modifier to it. Your hit point maximum is reduced by that total, and the target's hit points maximum and current hit points are both increased by it. This process can reduce you to no lower than 1 hit point, and the change to your target creature's hit point ends when you finish your next long rest. The reduction to your hit point maximum can't be removed by any means before then, except for the target creature's death. In addition, if you are dead at the start of your turn, the item automatically casts Revivify on your body without needing any components if you haven't used this property in the same day. Once you cast this property, it can't be cast again until the next dawn.
You do go down quite.
So it gives you the spells Gentle Repose, Revivify, Feign Death, Create Homunculus, Innovation, and Life Transference. And basically serves as a get the fuck back up.
That's good. I need that.
It's the reason why I gave it to you.
Now you can make him even more suicidal when he knows it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I will remind you though that Revivify revives you with like 1 hit point.
Better than nothing.
So it will get you back up. For 1 turn. So you better have a way of healing yourself.
Oh, this is.
I'll deal with that in another.
Do it 10 seconds to midnight.
I feel like Dave just
you
entered
get
my brain. Because my thought was we could strap a shit ton of TNT to him and get him to charge.
I'm not a suicide bomber.
Yeah, that's your job.
That's his job.
That's why you want to do it.
I'm sorry, I'm really
I mean, it's true. We do have the suicide bomber in the path already. We don't need a second.
So are we going to go back and speak to...
We're still travelling back.
Yeah, but when we go back, are we going to speak to...
We're not going back. We're going to.
Yeah, we're going to New Corp.
We're going to do a course to find out the launch site.
So you're going to New Korov.
Yes.
Okay, I thought you were going to Rallia's Landing because that's where you've told her to go.
Yeah, well, we're going back...
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought we were going to look for the
We're going to look for the launch site.
Yeah.
And he was going to research it.
Yeah, he's going to research it. He said he'd need a few days.
Exactly. We can have around for a couple of hours. How long would it take us to get to New Corp?
Considering you've been heading towards Rallia's Landing, a day. However, this will trigger, as I have repeatedly stated, the end boss.
That's why we were going to Rally's Landing instead. So we could do some...
What type of shopping?
No.
No, we're not doing shopping.
No, we're fine.
You can do shopping if you desperately wish to, as long as it doesn't turn into a complete...
No, I don't think we really need it.
Even things like healing potions.
I mean, yes, healing potions you could pick up.
They're always going to be.
I imagine by this point all of you have got like dimples from fucking stims in you.
What?
They're a century old.
I don't think I've used a stim.
I think you have. I think you may have used one of the people.
Yeah.
I don't use that many people.
The next day of travel, you're going to be heading out over the sea of, sorry, the Great Bay.
Okay. Can we have a look at it and see if there's anything down below there?
Sure.
With binoculars.
Aha! I would like to take the telescope that I stole from the Demon City and set it up on the cloud and look around for the black thing.
Certainly.
Just bring it wrong?
Sure. That's the one that has. Wait, no, that's just the ordinary.
It was an ordinary telescope.
Yeah. Sure.
What was it? Perception?
Sure.
28.
It's good when you get the charge of souls about.
And I'm using a telescope.
Just because I had lunar ascension doubles for that reaction.
You're doing this on the second day.
Yes.
You do in fact see in the distance
Yeah, you shot my soul up.
of a black-winged figure sweeping between clouds. Distance.
We need to kill him as well.
Do we have the scanner?
What was that?
Let's kill him.
Do we still have the scanner on it? Okay. What's our radiation levels?
What do you mean?
Most of the time we're in half.
That's true.
What's the radiation like here? Does it go back our light six?
You're currently flying high enough that you should be unaffected. It might not be a bad idea to put them on while you're outside, but when you're inside the structures, you should be fine.
And we've been flying for 2 days.
This is the second day. So you're currently heading towards the Great Bay.
How long does it take for me to attune to the... Okay, and after that I'm going to jiggle around with my bells and put in a healing spell in there.
That might not be a bad idea. Okay. Anybody else?
I would spend a little bit of time doing my
I'm going to start
learning.
I might do some shadow stepping.
You want to do what? Sorry?
Some shadow stepping.
Okay, you're practicing your shadow step. On the cloud, it's a little difficult, but there are some areas to shadow. But it does require a little bit of creative thinking.
I'm buggered then.
Sorry?
I'm buggered then.
I mean, it's good practice.
Can I give you some montage music to in the background while you play?
You provide montage music. This gives you advantage. And you were doing your reading.
I would do more learning engineering, Laridian engineering.
How many days have you put into this?
18 so far.
Put another one down then.
The next two. No.
Okay. The next day, you are heading out along the edge of the Great Bay. Ranigu is diverting around it. So you'll be heading over Sindalos partway through the day.
What was the Sindalos?
That's the one where you met the genies.
Yeah, I've got a genius to sort of like paper.
Yeah, you haven't called on that yet.
Oh, I've had to go. I've gone down, but not.
That was before we joined the party, I think. You already had that beforehand.
You can still see the faint remains of the great gas clouds that cover the city as you're flying over it. They seem to be mostly faded away by now. You do hear strange howling sounds from far below.
That's what we need to get to. They're not too bad.
A wolf?
Sorry?
A werewolf?
Possibly you can assume that if you wish.
Or a warehouse?
You can assume that if you wish.
Can I try and work out what I think that howl is?
Certainly.
What do I need to roll?
Nature, Arcana. What do you want to roll? You can attempt to understand by using stealth, but nothing will happen.
I will use nature because it's a creaturey thing.
Sure.
Yeah, I wouldn't even bother.
What was that?
That's a 9.
Mammalian?
You're not sure you're using survival.
Sorry?
You're not sure you're using survival.
You've met them. You know what created these.
You're not using shadow thing. Lich hands. Oh, they're teleporting plants. We don't want to go down there.
Oh, were these the sort of undead hand things you were killing at one point?
Yeah,
That was when we first turned up.
Yeah. They first fought them when they had the fire engine. One teleported into the cabin with them.
I was there for that. Yes, okay. We weren't very good back then.
Didn't I kill your character?
No, I think you killed someone else's character, cleric.
I was so sorry. I was
It
like,
was his first and last game. He didn't come back.
We did get. Didn't we have
We did have a kobold.
quote?
We did have a
From Ed.
kobold mage.
no, that's a different one.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Yes, it was Jack's first character. You killed his character his first session.
I did try not to.
And then he did come back for one session, and that was the session that we dropped in.
Yeah, we quite a thief. Yeah, it was a rogue. And then there were too many of us, so we got to it.
How would Longstrider work on the major?
What does the exact wording
You
say?
touch a creature, the target speed increases by 10 feet until the spines.
It increases its movement, increases their movement speed by 10 feet.
Would that be flying speed or movement?
Flying speed. Yeah, it's a movement speed. It would also work on burrowing speed if somebody has one.
We always do a shovel.
Creatures that have burrowing
I
speed.
know, it's big funny.
A mole. You failed.
I always do.
Not always. So, as you head past Sindalos,
We did get a quote from that as well from the dogs. It says, "Running alongside of the fire engine, bonking dogs."
as you head past the Darvek mountain and over the passage between the Sea of Paradise and the Great Bay, you can see that there are a number of merchant ships that are coming in.
To walk towards Ryazan.
Yes, they're taking the path around the sea, through the Sea of Paradise.
You get next.
Sorted.
Give it up present and keep what?
Get that in one
Does it
second.
mean we wouldn't be able to use mending on the major?
Uh,
Because it's an object.
But you would be able to use the healing stick.
It can't repair a construct. So
can't really use healing. He is a construct, so yeah, you'd have to use healing magic now. Oh, well. So you were asking about the flags.
Yeah.
Most of these appear to be Lakudu. Sorry, Ludaran, which would suggest that these may be more people who are fleeing from, the thing that happened to that city.
You didn't dug right.
So many
No,
times.
it's happened.
That's before I had this too.
Could be another reason then.
I had to keep over defending.
So,
Oh, then it goes +1 because you defended with an attack action card.
Most of the, why am I thinking about why here? Ryazan isn't big enough to support all people.
Is it going to be like a slum built up on the edges?
there already was.
Go again.
Your glass? Shot there.
yeah.
Might be to build some
Jack,
special glass, whatever you do.
Jack came
Fine.
with dominance.
Of course I could build finest glass. The greatest glassmith that there is in the whole Dwarven Kingdom.
You're the only one.
Most of them don't consider themselves glassmen. They would just consider themselves like general labourers who do glass work,
So,
or carpenters who do glass work to go with the wood, or stonemasons who do glass work to go with the stone. Not generally a specialty among the dwarves, nor is carpentry really. Mostly stone. They prefer to cut crystal.
About getting the tickets organised.
You're weird. But you are crafting stuff, so they can respect that. They just think that your choice of material is odd.
Everybody else is making it out of special material made of.
It's more like
increase the size, but
They're using-
limit it to 10. We are going to do a playmat as top.
it's more like you've specialised in making fiberglass walls.
store.
You can do it.
The loser, the
You can
person
make
who
some very
wants
good
five
quality
boxes
ones.
gets
But
£5
why?
gold street voucher, which is basically
That's the general thought process among dwarves.
help you. So it's a bit
And now I can't even drink.
of a meal.
Did not mean to say that.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we're
fair
going to
enough.
do playmat, top prize.
What do you wish to do now? You
Physical
are
contact.
one day out from Rallius, well, less than a
So if
day
you
out from
could
Rallius
spread the
Landing.
word, there'll probably be some sort of event, side event running on that. I'll try and source or I might do fighting pit. It won't be armory, but it's just a way to get in.
Just had a thought.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Yeah. So we'll do fighting pits.
This is
People who don't
terrifying.
want to do the
I
craft,
don't have to wait on the
and
cloud.
play, we'll do fighting pits.
God, what are you gonna say?
I could travel by planets to the Cobalts, pick up my C4, wait a day
No.
there with them, travel by planets and meet you as you turn up at Rallius, wait a day, and then it's all recharged.
Where are you going to go?
We've been to the Cobalts via planet before.
Yes.
There's no plants on the cloud.
I've got my wings just fall off the edge.
Into the sea.
No, we're travelling over woodlands and stuff. I could literally just fall off the edge, activate the wings, go down.
So you wish to split the party?
Not really.
So
It was just a thought.
you say you activate your wings, but you probably just got booted off the cloud by Granny Goo.
You notice she isn't very friendly towards you anymore.
All the 5 players on note have an ear. So there's a few in the bed and a couple.
You definitely get the impression that there's a bit more dragging going on with your interactions with her now than the jovial old lady that everybody else is still interacting with. She's a little bit colder towards you, but that seems to be fading away. Him, no, sticking.
I offer her some cookies.
Hey, these ain't mad rules.
Where did
Where
you get cookies?
I made them.
Where?
It's not like in every
In the
book
kitchen.
you've not been to.
Okay, using her materials.
I'm going to be in the
Shall
top
try one.
20%.
Make me a performance check for your craft. Actually, no, make me a survival check for the quality of your cooking, unless you have cooking tools.
I don't know, my
Proficiency.
Yamato deck pops off really, really well,
I don't think-
really early. It's an aggro deck, so I only.
Would you like a cookbook to follow?
No,
Zero.
I am not following your cook.
Milk, more than us go.
Could you
Okay,
like?
fine, cookbook.
You said survival, yeah?
I can put
Come
another,
on.
I can put another lamp on.
We finished like we normally finish at 10. It's half 8.
Yeah.
You bake a competent if dull cooking.
Well, I got told off.
Can I try?
I have 2 packs
I
of
have
cake
survival.
mix.
No, I'm not trusting that cake mix. It's probably irradiated.
We're having a bake-off.
The option of sealed event on our.
The Great Cloud Bake Off.
The Great Cloud Bake.
Right. So
26.
Yeah.
They're very good cookies you have made. They're just that slightly bit doughy in the very centre, and there's the chocolate chips. I assume you're
In
making.
fifth place.
Or are you going to do some weird elven thing?
Do some weird elven.
Okay, you do some weird elven thing. So these sort of dried elven fruits running through it that are basically like
Fourth place,
candied
we
off
have
the wine.
Fergus.
You like those?
We'll come back to that in a minute. What did you roll?
11.
You make, funny enough, cookies that are indistinguishable from his.
Here are my cookies.
It's like you used the same recipe. Lad. Are you joining in with the baker?
Granny wouldn't eat his cookies.
She seemed very merry with the bake-off.
You know what He's gonna fucking join in.
I don't like that joke you just made.
He is a granny and therefore has advantage. Probably for the best because she rolled not that great.
I have cookies fine.
No, she's using a human one.
Do you think it's human to make the cookies?
When they're elven.
Should be reading my cookbooks.
No, that'd be +3. No, so it's just plus. It is +3. In that case, she rolled a 15. So they're not as good as yours, but they're better than yours. She makes some perfectly nice sugar cookies.
Nice.
You make
good granny cookies.
you make sort of like cookies. They're not like
Oatmeal and raisin cookies.
Ooh,
See, I like those.
I like oatmeal and raisin.
These are more like indistinct, generic cookies. They're not like bad, but they're not.
They're Aldi cookies.
Are they almost digestive biscuits?
Aldi cookies can be.
Oh, these kind of good. How dare you?
But you
His
want
cookies
Aldi
are like Marks and Spencers, but actually worth the money.
Fancy fancy.
They're also elven cookies, so yes, they are very fancy. You imagine,
Potentially poisonous.
you imagine if you try to, they're not poisonous, they're not dwarven.
Oh dear. Do I remember that people here aren't resistant to poison?
The leaders, they're
No.
not really interested.
She's a dragon, she doesn't fucking care.
She's fine.
You try everybody else's cookies?
No. I'll try Granny Gibbs.
Okay, they're pretty good. Not as good as yours, but they're pretty good.
I'll look at those and think, okay, well, a bit dry.
Your cookies are perfectly boring. Same for yours. Also mildly toxic.
Like when I first came back,
You've got quite a bit of, heavy metals in them. They're sweetened with lead.
And glass, probably.
No, if you had rolled like a 2, they would have been sweetened with lead. Maybe with ground glass on top to give it that nice little snowy appearance. They've got metal beams running through them for extra structural reinforcement.
Like Windstar base.
I'll confirm exactly when.
You've got little glass fruit put into them, baked into them. So you do stained glass fruit that you put in.
That would honestly be really, really impressive for a normal oven. The point they can't get to that temperature.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to make them. You'd have to make them first, then make the cookies with them in.
Yeah. It'd be really impressive.
Oh yeah, and also would cut you in, tear insides of a tree. So you finally arrive in Rallia's Landing. The cloud settles down outside of the city. As you can see, the city is overflowing. It's filled out over the area around it with tent cities that have sprouted up around it. You can see that.
That's the problem.
You can see that there are many more guards have been signed on, most of whom appear to be ex-adventurers. You can tell they're ex-adventurers by the amount of limbs and bits they're missing.
And the arrow, the knee.
Sometimes.
that's probably better.
Well, I say it's looking quite busy down there.
Busier than normal.
It's almost like a city exploded.
Boss? Oh yes. Oh, terrible shame about that.
Yeah, it's your telescope. Look, it's all the majority of them are wearing sort of lugar and clothing.
Sure. Go ahead. Perception check. You have advantage because you've got the telescope.
Go again.
Oh, not the best roll.
It's like a second opinion.
Yeah, you
Some guidance.
pick a beam. Yeah, go on.
Can I have a look as well?
G4, isn't it?
What are tents?
You gain inspiration. There's that.
18.
That's pretty good.
They all look so far away through the wrong end of the telescope.
I see no tent.
I just like to imagine you don't actually pick up the telescope. You've actually picked up this strange thing that Granny Goo had just left around.
Microscope.
No, you pick it up and you put it up against your eye and it just starts vibrating and it's like... I'm very confused by this. Nobody really wants to just tell you what just did. With an 18, you can see that yes, majority of these people are wearing Ludaran outfits, although they appear to be somewhat threadbare. They appear to be a cross section of Ludaran society as well. Not so much the very poor. It looks like this is more like middle class and up.
Paul probably couldn't afford, couldn't get out.
Do we have kobold builders?
Yeah, we do.
Like,
Build another city.
We're going to build a hotel, a motel.
not that posh.
Are you going to build a fucking refugee camp?
Well, I've got a giant warehouse down at the docks that's very empty.
Oh, you can convert it.
Convert it into like very, very small room charge. Reasonable fee.
God, you have to get a third for a landlord, don't you? Change your alignment to chaotic evil.
Oh, already there.
All right then. Well, good luck in the city. Let me know when you need me.
When we get to the
It's a positive. We might have to start going.
Of course you do. As you guys are heading into the city proper, you can see the streets are thronging with people. This is the busiest you've ever seen this place. You can also see that a lot of the food is being brought in from the ships. That come in. They're funnily enough, not the ones which seem to be carrying refugees. Seems that there isn't a lot of space for food on them. Can't think why. As you head towards the centre of the town, you can see that the governor's mansion is very busy. There's guards going in and out. There's various different parties there to go. You also see that the temple seems to be running a roaring trade. And as you get towards the bar, you can see it's pretty busy there as well.
Ideal.
more money.
Heading inside, you can see that Quillance is currently sat behind the bar reading a book, while Graham is taking orders, running things around.
I think you might need to hire some more staff.
Already have.
Excellent.
Is it Quillance?
What book is
Oh, it's not.
May I perceive what book Quillance is reading?
What languages can you read?
Just common and dwarvish.
It's a book.
So what book is she reading?
What languages can you speak?
Elvish, Aquan, Common, and Drow, Uncommon, Agwen, Draconic.
Can't read it.
Have we got any random packs we need unloaded? Nah, we've stopped really collecting things, haven't we? It's got to that point now where it's just like, eh. Can I go and check the safe to see how full it is?
Okay, going out the back and downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay, you can see that a couple of tents have been set up in the back.
Who buys it? What
I go and ask
living in
Quillanth who are in the tents.
And a couple of people who I'm familiar with.
The magic pooper. I call them that these days.
They're called Dragon
Are they
Family.
staff? Are they staff?
They've been helping out.
You don't sign your something, but your feet on the pooper.
Go and check the vault and see what's in there.
Going to what, sorry?
Check the vault.
Yeah, I'll go back.
Okay, head down to the vault. It is filled.
I forgot. My case better turn up so I can take it.
Yeah, should we open it and check? Yeah.
It's exactly as you left it.
It's not got even more money in it.
No? It was a very lonely looking computer.
Yeah, we've got to talk to them here.
You were just left in the dark.
We had a scented computer.
Yeah.
For how long?
Yeah, before these guys all joined.
I mean,
They've just left it sitting in the vault.
I say, hi computer, how are you?
There is no response. You have to fucking type.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, all that. Right, put it all back up
Wait.
again then.
We could. This feels morally wrong leaving it.
Not a lot in the box.
This feels morally wrong.
What, leaving it in there?
All by itself. Is it conscious or is it just automatic responses?
You don't know.
I haven't worked that out. Not putting time
He's
to.
putting some heat there.
We could leave it on the major, so at least the major has something to talk to.
Very open option.
How does the major type?
Don't know.
Oh, that's not what I want. That's not a hair thing.
I think we should leave it as it is. Let sleeping dogs lie.
We haven't used it. We haven't used it. Any information we normally get for something.
Right, let's get you set up.
Yes.
Oh no, it's not the same character anymore, is it? Your character hasn't gone next door and met the
The cat people.
people with all the rooms.
Does the Iron Mask know about the scented computer?
Mate.
Yeah. He doesn't know what we've got. now.
We've got a case of
Do we
heavy
want
hitters.
to tell him about it?
Yes. And you, as your it wasn't. No, it wasn't Tim, was it? It was the other one. Who was it in between
so
Tim and your current character?
It's
I gotta look at how many packs are
I think it was Sol, wasn't it?
Okay, so
the case is nothing for
It is currently
so
gooey.
You get
About to be
4
smooshed.
boost boxes.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Which
4 more days
I've
of negotiations.
got
Nothing.
24
He's about
packs
to go
of
splat.
You get,
boost
you
boxes.
get
We enter hell as a squishy person.
box and 12 boxes in the case.
That's going to be something to explain. Is he going to squishify the entirety of the hells?
I mean, you should also get posted.
Maybe.
I still haven't been posted.
Potentially, yes.
You don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah,
Apparently it was late arriving in the port.
We're going there in a couple of years anyway.
And then apparently on the weekend, he
Could be
didn't
an
have enough
interesting
staff
thing
to
you
get
turn
out.
up to look at.
Yeah.
I'm not long.
I mean, you're not
Funny thing
No,
was,
I know.
Liverpool
That's what I mean. It's
already,
like-
Just me lying
had
to
all the cards,
It could be a three-way battle boy there.
things.
But like I said to you, you'd get 240.
So, what do you wish to do?
You'd get 240 quid out on like.
Well, I'm going to chat with the computer.
Be like, oh, the
It's in the
late.
box. We're locking the box.
240 quid in a refund.
Yeah.
Alright,
Like
fine.
the shark cases.
Well, we can lock you in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not
So,
winning. We're not
so OP
No,
go
going
with
to play
that.
out.
which is the first
There is
set.
a Lich's helmet in there as well. If you want to wear that way down there as well.
Have we buried that?
Yeah, you buried that.
It's
fine with that.
They bury it in there in the concrete. Oh, I can't remember. I've
lead
hidden it
lead
somewhere.
line.
Yeah.
Which set they're reprint.
No, I mean, there's a
So,
a reprint set.
What do you wish to do?
They haven't really. They're
We
not
go shopping?
reprint, they don't reprint.
That's not even
sets.
really
No, so it won't be a set. You'll
They
get,
don't
like,
print.
you'll get a, like a mythic booster where they print off all the stuff. Most played.
Yeah,
they
got
do
you.
that.
They
There
do
was-
that, but they do
Guys,
that
could you
for
speak up a
prices.
bit? I can't hear
I
you.
don't think
They
there's
do-
anything better
they-
than my
they
swords.
reprint all the staples.
My weapons ain't
Yeah.
the best. The armor I don't wear any.
What's that set?
I can check on my rice plant, see how that's doing.
Oh, your golden rice
EBO1, that's not reprint.
Yeah, so
It
initially
is
I
still
thought,
being cultivated in the garden.
That's
Yes.
its own individual set.
yeah.
It's got good manure.
No, they're doing reprints. of
Which
sets.
rice do respond well to, yeah. But it also needs shit tons of water.
Yeah, 4, 5, and 6.
I mean,
They're all the new ones.
They
Yeah.
have
Glad to see my
some
rice is
reprints
doing.
of some cards.
Yeah, they.
So
no,
I
they
have
do
2
reprints
healing
of cards
potions
all the
and
time.
9 healing sims. I've been carrying these around for what feels like forever. I don't really need help.
It's like in the purple red free farm.
Why the hell did we come back here?
Red Zorros.
Because we didn't want to
Oh,
do
yeah, you
end
get
of the
the-
world.
yeah,
Is it
Zorro
away for a couple of weeks? Which is what?
No, it's just the one.
Naomi's for reprint.
Naomi's were reprinted.
You could
Lucy's
do what you
haven't
wanted
been
to do,
reprinted yet. Yeah,
which
well,
was
they
to
have,
go
but
talk
they-
and
Oh,
figure
yeah,
out if there's any people
The,
here
yeah,
who you could make
uh,
use of.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
that's a good
volunteers.
point.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll go and see Governor.
Well, thanks very much,
Yeah,
James.
he could put a poster up, couldn't he?
Yes, he could.
Volunteers wanted to save the world.
Yeah, gullible. I mean,
Sorry, it's over.
volunteer.
One-way trip. Free passage.
Yeah, speed.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
Okay. So you're going to go to the governor's.
Yes.
You got the win.
Well, he's still in charge, isn't he?
They probably thought Ashley wasn't here. So they
You head over to the governor's mansion, the centre of the town.
Yeah,
It's also the administrative building.
Mm-hmm.
As you arrive, you can see that the guards are outside
yeah,
waiting
yeah.
for or observing people as they go in and out of the place.
Do they recognise us? Do they remember me from absolutely like clearing out the dungeon and things for them?
You know for a fact that there's been a whole bunch of new guards come in recently from the looks of things, so probably not.
Okay, I go up to. We never gave ourselves a name, did we? So we can't say.
Thought we did, but it was a dumb name.
Yeah.
As long as it's not the turtle fuckers.
Yeah. Can we just walk in, or are they stopping people? Or
They are stopping people.
okay.
State your business.
I'm here to see the governor.
Do you have an appointment?
No, but he'll want to see us.
Yes.
I'm sure he will. Could you come back when you have an appointment?
Could you
Okay. How can we make an
use
appointment?
your name? Tell him.
I'll introduce myself. You must have heard of him.
Flicks through a book. Oh. Well, you can head in.
Thank you.
The fuck tarts? Is that what
The fuck tarts.
So we can go in.
Yeah.
Fuck tarts. You can go in.
Cool.
I haven't got any in my mind.
So you head inside. You can see it is very busy in here. The barracks have been set up. Tent barracks have been set up in the courtyard in front of the building. As you head into the building proper, you can see it is bustling with people going back and forth. The quartermaster, who you guys have met a couple of times in the past, is busy directing people around the place. Do you wish to start just heading your way up to the governor's?
Yep.
You're stopped on the governor's floor by a pair of guards. A large orcish woman steps into the way. It's your business.
To see the governor.
Well, obviously.
Again, I'll
Well,
introduce myself.
We are the fucked up.
She rolls her eyes.
I regress into my
Really?
armor.
Really?
I didn't make the name.
Yes, you did.
No, it wasn't. It was him.
Oh yeah, it was. A dead man named the name, made the name, and we're honouring him.
I'll see if he's available. She looks to her partner, who moves in to take her place, stepping in front of you. As she goes to head towards the governor's room, knocks, heads inside. It's a few moments of quiet, and then the door is opened and she beckons you.
Excellent.
As you enter the room, you can see that there are a couple of Ludaran nobles who are seated the other side of the desk from where the governor is standing, facing out of the window, looking over the balcony.
I'll use my shipweed to put on my royal regalia and everything.
Fantastic choice of name, if I may say. I assume you haven't met. He introduced you to Duke Argonaut and his wife.
Lovely.
Could you make me a history check? You have advantage because you are royal. Anybody else has... actually, you're a bard. You would also have advantage. You two would just be a straight roll if you wanted to do it.
History, yeah.
Yes.
And the Dukes of what now?
Duke Argonaut.
Yeah, I know.
You say history.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, not really brilliant.
Bit of a rusty memory there.
Kind of appropriate for him, to be fair.
That'll be 14.
The name rings a vague bell. You don't remember much detail about it. Human nobles back on the mainland, on the other side of the continent, basically. Not particularly important.
It's human, he's not particularly important.
Okay. These guys were major movers and shakers in in Ludara, but they're not directly from Ludara. They're actually from further up the valley. Further up the valley, so they were probably not directly affected by the explosion in the city. As a consequence, these guys are probably in a better position than most of the refugees who've been coming here. So what they're doing here, little odd.
Probably here to make money off the suffering of others.
I must say it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, fucktards.
I'll introduce myself.
How much psychic damage do we take every time they say fuck tart?
I'm sure we had a better name.
Nope, it was the fucked up.
It was.
Not with a better name.
So you introduce with your full name.
Yep.
Okay. Your full name is now linked with the name Fucktards. Well done.
We'll change the name.
And hello, sleeping Gaxel. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying. I do apologise if things are a little bit confusing. This game's been going for a long ass time and they're almost finished. God help us all. So, I was just discussing some matters relating to the current situation. I assume you have something of great import.
Oh, yes. We need to save the world.
He knows that.
Right. We have 6 or more volunteers basically for a one-way trip.
So we
To
have,
space.
yeah, we have all the rocks that are falling down, we have
Literally, it's just
either redirected or
reducing their power,
removed the issues for the short term. But in the long term, we need some volunteers to go into space and close the rift that's up there.
Which rift are we talking about?
So there's one in space, which is how the Laridians came to here originally,
And what caused
and unfortunately
fire?
also caused night fire, and we don't want to reopen because the things that were chasing the Laridians could come through and kill us all. I think that sums it up pretty well.
The nobleman is going to turn to face you. So this place, this rift leads back to where the Laridians came from, then?
Yes,
It's more of a
technically.
one-way thing.
It's more what came through.
They're rich knobheads. They more than likely want to go to the other side.
Yes, and the problem being is what's the other side trying to get this way is not this.
But of course, if you want to volunteer,
I'm more than capable of putting together an adventuring team to go deal with such problems. You notice,
of course, if they want to volunteer,
They have to be willing to do
you
so.
notice the governor. I will not make you make insight checks. Rolls his eyes. What are the things that were chasing?
Very hostile
aliens.
They are. So,
Do you know?
have you seen much of Laridian technology since you've been here?
Let's say that.
Do you
So-
know Hostiles uniform number?
No, they would not have a clue about that.
Potentially, he had them in his fucking basement.
The governor.
We didn't.
Yeah.
We didn't show him them. We sealed it off so he didn't see
That's not
them.
to say he doesn't know
That
what
doesn't-
they are.
Right.
I mean, he did literally have the genetics lab that was working on them in his basement.
But it was sealed off. Remember, he only had the generator.
Doesn't
and the-
mean he blew it
No, he had a
open.
fucking lift that went up and down.
Yeah, and it went down. And it was sealed. He went down and he had like 2 rooms, and then all the
Do
hostile
you know,
stuff was
instead
in
of
the
arguing, I should ask him, do you know what Hostiles uniform of 7? 7?
No.
9 are?
You play Tarot 2 Grand
He glances over to the nobleman. I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
He is trying to keep it from them.
Yes, I know. 13 then.
19.
19, 19, 20.
17.
He genuinely knows nothing.
Oh.
He's keeping it from them. He's doing such a good job, he appears to have convinced the rest of your party.
Not mine.
Literally, he rolled, what was it he rolled? He rolled a 16 and he's got a plus 4. It's deception. So,
I didn't give you one. The deal was we got the opposite. I want the loot one.
So yeah, so we were wondering if
Well, we put all we wanted.
we could, I don't know, speak
Have we
to.
got mental comms on?
Turn it on.
I mean, that was on R6 anyway.
Okay.
you could, you're wearing your
You're not really
suits.
sick.
You're walking
We don't
around in
need-
space.
No, ours are on
Oh,
are technically permanently in our brains.
Oh, yeah, you've got- yeah.
Because they were done by the.
You could include the governor in the mental comms. if you
Oh
wish to.
yeah, I'll try that for an amazing 8 hours.
He just freaks out and goes, what the fuck?
Hello.
It's more private in the brain.
Yes. I thought it would be better if you don't want to include any other slightly pompous people.
Good, they are idiots.
What are they doing here?
Making the money.
Oh, so yeah, we need to find volunteers,
Willing volunteer.
willing volunteers.
You mean people who can be voluntold or genuine volunteers?
Genuine volunteers. So I don't know if we could reach out to I don't know, religious communities and see if there are people that want to save the world.
What would be involved in this?
They become undead,
That might be a problem with the religious community.
and then they go to space.
And they can't come back.
That's why they don't come back.
Yeah.
And that's why, as soon as I've learned that, I've retracted my wanting to be a part of it. Because you fuckers didn't tell me it was a one-way system. Until
What did you expect?
So if you would like to try and I don't know use your influence to advertise for people to do this?
Really helpful.
I'd be willing to cooperate on this matter. You're absolutely certain this will work.
It's one of two plans.
Yeah.
And the other?
The other is activating a defense system in space that the Laridians created that has been dormant. They never turned it on.
Like the Night of Fire Six.
Yeah. I think what would you call it? Arrogance? Not believing it was a bigger threat as it was?
That's usually the lens.
No, that'd be like.
Well, that certainly fits with some of the Laridians. Not all of them.
No, but I think it was a case of it had to be quite high up military decision to turn it on. Hence politics, too late, oh dear.
I suppose that's possible.
So yeah, we want to try and turn the defense system on, and if that doesn't work, use the other.
This defense system take form.
The defense system is effectively a platform in space pointing towards the rift.
Equipped with
Missiles, lasers.
Yeah, Laridian defense system.
which we do not have the resources to resupply.
Don't take our own life.
Not at the moment.
No, but if it's a laser, it wouldn't necessarily need resupply.
No.
Do we know what defense systems? Yeah. No. Okay.
I mean, we are learning more all the time. Can we just make idle chit chat with him whilst we're doing this? So it's like,
Once we've obviously got these volunteers, then we're going to go back and investigate them.
I will put out advertisements seeking dedicated noble types.
Dedicated being the up to the dead. Keep their faith.
Any particular skills that would be useful?
wasn't it? Pilot? Oh no, because they don't have pilots, Steve. We're few and far between, unfortunately. Was it high? Was it higher level magic users? They said it was 3.
They just need higher level, basically player levels.
All right, so experienced adventurers would be preferable.
I assume you will be taking part.
We'll get them there.
We are trying to sort Plan A, and so we need people in case Plan A fails.
Some of us have
Obviously-
other commitments to tend to that prevent us from taking part.
Deals with
Deals with the health.
entities.
An interesting problem. An interesting problem to deal with, to be sure.
And the other one is that if we go and try and activate Plan A and we don't come back, we need people to do Plan B. So eggs basket, not great.
Wise. Very well. As I say, I will put together as big of a group of people as I can for your needs.
Because obviously, as we explain things, I can imagine people dropping out as speed station.
Indeed, most people are not dedicated enough to such a thing.
Yes, it truly is a job to die for.
He thinks he's funny, doesn't he?
Yes.
You try fighting what we have and not going insane. You need a bit of humour.
Very well. I will put together what I can. Do you have anybody already?
Did he just pulled out?
To be fair, the bastards did tell me about it being a one-way trip before I volunteered. So
I see.
And also, he is on party 1 going to try and activate defense system, might die. As you can see by the ever evolving.
Indeed. Well, I wish you luck. I must continue my negotiations with these two idiots. I'm going to kick you out of the office if you don't mind.
Cool.
Have a good day.
Do you mind insulting them? It would be quite amusing for me.
Do you want to?
You do viciously.
Viciously mock them.
Are you actually going to viciously mock them?
Yes.
Hang on, they're like nobles. They've got. You could literally kill them. How much damage can a normal NPC take before it dies?
You don't know.
1d4.
And how much damage do you do?
It's 4d4.
Oh no!
You're
Just
Jay
not
the
very
fake
good,
just
so-
falls to the ground dead.
I like the two that's just come up. Can someone flip a roll of dice roll?
Are you doing
What kind of
non-lethal
damage?
damage?
You can't.
Oh,
It is what it is.
What kind of dice do you want to roll?
Just a d6.
D6.
Yep. So evens, I use the top one. Odd ones, I use the bottom one. Okay. All right. Cool.
So you're viciously mocking the man or the wife?
Oh god, this is so dumb.
oh, you know Revivify as well, don't you?
Yeah. The wife. I'm not going to do it. She's going to do it and walk off.
Roll the damage. Oh, wait a minute. No, she's got to do her check first. What's the DC?
It is 16 to wisdom save.
Would she add 3 to that? Because I technically don't want her to die.
No.
Is she a friendly character for you?
Not exactly trying to kill her, am I?
I'm not intending to kill her.
She's neutral then.
Neutral, yeah.
12.
15
That's
on the
15.
dice.
Has she got any modifier?
Negative modifier.
Yeah.
Roll your damage.
Kill the wife. What?
You've got Revivify, haven't you?
Yes. I'm going to waste it. He's got rid of wine.
Yeah, but he said he's just going to stay and walk off.
Can do it as I walk out the room.
Oh, yes.
8 damage.
Okay. What is it you say?
As I sort of turn around to walk out the room, I look at the wife and just say to her, "You remind me of a mangled, ugly foot." And just walk out.
Okay. So you turn and walk out. Oh. He flops down dead.
500.
I'll give you the money, it's not a problem.
As the nobleman looks up in horror, the governor moves in behind him and shanks him.
Nice.
Well, that's one way to get the money. Terribly unfortunate condition. Travel for so long distance. It's so dangerous.
Oh, okay. We
Do
won't
you
break the
need-
back then.
Do you have the evidence of them removed?
Do you have your luggage with you?
Yeah. Off you go, boy.
Wait. I want to loot them first.
Oh, Can I, which one's he checking?
Both.
Can I check whichever one?
No.
You asked for the hat.
You can ask for hats. I'll be wearing hats.
No, it'd be little.
It's easy.
No, I need to find. He wants to make me my hat again. There we go. That's all I need to do then.
Okay. You gain nothing as you feed the luggage to dead noblemen.
Something else in getting their duke to the neck.
Well, it's quite the mess. Calls in a servant who starts scrubbing the floor. See you later.
Goodbye.
He starts writing.
Keep walking out.
Yes.
Head back.
Just normal, like nothing's nothing. That's out of the ordinary for us.
I can't wait until Ed gets back and hears what you guys did.
I viciously mocked someone.
I was not, Your Honor, I was not present during the vicious mockery.
You just stood there in shock that this has suddenly just happened, don't you? It's like,
And then the governor just like,
Yes, right. As soon as he shouts, like, I could have brought her back. No, it's too late.
yeah, we're both there talking about it's going to cost money to put. Oh, he's dead. Oh, no.
We had some, we could have fed them in the factory.
you haven't had enough time to get those items, but they will be ready by the next time you're around that area.
Fire there.
Yeah. Obviously, there are lots of people that make like clothing and stuff in the city.
Oh yeah, you can go around.
I just want to go and find someone that make me a hat.
Sure, it'll take a few days.
I described the hat and what it looked like.
All right.
What colour it was.
Maybe a perception check.
Oh no, perception 25.
You pretty quickly find yourself a seamstress's place, which is actually a seamstress's place, if not a euphemism. And they seem to primarily do like sales, basic clothing. And as you head inside, you talk to a gnomish woman.
He's trying to work out how seamstress could be a euphemism. Forget how innocent he is.
You've not heard of the term seamstresses union?
I assume. Okay.
It was a euphemism for whorehouses.
Right. Cool. I could have gotten without knowing that. For another 20 years.
Yeah. So I see a gnomish seamstress, and I explain
Love, what do you need?
I explain my traffic conish hat. And
I?
I had one, and it was destroyed, and I want another one.
All right.
Because you're getting paid.
That'll be just some brief back of the hand calculations. 13 silver.
1 gold.
That's less than I asked for.
Oh,
10 silver.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's 1.3 gold. Oh, 2
Yes.
gold.
Sure. Take a couple of days. You want to come by and pick it up, or
Drop it off. I explain where.
which?
I explain which one is our pub.
Oh, all right. Yeah, sure. I know the place.
That's an Australian gnome.
At least not drag.
Maybe she might have just a teensy bit of what they called the deep gnomes.
Yeah. That's sparkles.
Oh, what a deep gnome's called? You made a character, didn't you? Deep.
Right. It won't be in that book.
Oh,
Snowhead, anyway, it doesn't matter. You is going to get started on that. Is there anything else people want to do?
So everybody's got everything they need. We're all rested up. Kill some nobles.
Just random nobles.
Just wait for volunteers.
Yeah. I mean, we could sink
We're
a couple
going
of ships.
to Jerome whilst we're waiting for the.
Because there's no place like Jerome.
Oh, what's the moon's date?
It doesn't matter. You can control it. We gave him the ability to. If I remember
The operative
correctly.
word is can.
You are about midway between two moons.
So best time to go and see him.
Oh God. You're going to give him more gone off chocolate this time.
Do we need to go and see him? What are we going to do? Oh, we're going to ask him about volunteers, aren't we?
Yeah.
See if-
Well, we asked the people. We'd have to ask him. It's them that needs to make decisions.
Or we don't have to sacrifice our scientists. We could sacrifice the random knobheads at the
Well, yeah, obviously, if we get enough volunteers.
Yeah, it depends on how many they get.
Do we want to pick up some chocolate for Jerome? Some actual non-100-year-old chocolate.
Right.
I've got an idea.
I can't read your mind.
What about the insect people that felt really bad about killing us?
I don't know volunteer the undead.
Oh, that's a good point.
You know,
I don't think they're that remorseful.
Good point. And we've kind of like completely like broken their society, so we'll let them sort.
I think we should just leave them alone.
Yeah. Because if they're actually doing farming and stuff now, then you need a little bit of time to adjust. So obviously they'll have people that aren't happy, and then we suddenly rock up and go, "Can we have a couple of you as well to like commit?" Yeah. No. Leave them alone. You know who would volunteer? The squidgy people. It gets them closer to space.
It's exactly what they want. But I don't know whether I can count them as 6 separate because they're one Gestalt entity, right?
Yes.
So they would only be able to take up 1 slot.
Yeah.
Gestalt conscious. Same thing, isn't it?
Not quite. I'll go into details later.
Okay, cool.
That orb.
It's a bit more complicated.
Oh,
It tastes good.
Although the new Borg in Star Trek's different.
Meh.
Oh yeah, you haven't watched Picard yet. No. Anyway. Have we got anybody else we can ask? Because obviously they're asking the townsfolk.
I don't know if starts in jars count.
No. Because they're not really people left anymore, are they?
No.
I mean, we could ask the artist. Yeah, but all the people that live with the artist formerly known as the Beholder, are they individual consciousnesses or are they creations?
They appear to be.
We never asked. to be fair.
Yeah.
no, it's kind of go, hey, can you do it?
Yeah, we'll sort of just rock up, do stuff in exchange for having stuff, and then leave. Don't really ask any questions.
We got them high once.
Yeah.
That was quite fun.
Yeah, we could get the volunteers hired and they're volunteering and they don't fucking know what they're doing.
No, we're not using the perfect cocaine on them to make sure that they.
I think Ed's the only one that has that anyway.
Yeah, I had to give mine away.
Look, you've got
Yeah, you got addicted. Yeah.
I think I was a plushie when you guys. This is gonna sound like a weird sentence. I was a plushie when you guys did cocaine.
You're right. That did sound like a weird sentence.
So let's go over who we've met. We've met the Beholder and the people there. We've got Jerome and the scientists.
I think we don't
That
want.
sounds like a terrible band.
I know.
From the scientist.
I don't know. It sounds ironically good.
We got
Like it,
That's so it's like Robson and Jerome, isn't it?
the other band, the Heads in Jars.
But they need bodies to become
Yeah.
we
So
have the robot man and his pilot that pilots the ship and his friend,
Oh yeah, Brian.
and the fake robot man.
Brian and
the fake. This is like the 80s top 20. Who else? Was it what was that other place that was all stone? What was there?
Oh, the Medusas.
Medusas.
Again,
What
sounds like a
about
band.
getting some volunteers from Sahagrid?
So Hogwarts could ask if they want to save the world, because obviously they've already had one rock drop on them.
The
I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, and there's obviously where we are now. There are 7
Was
groups
this-
of people.
what's those who are Hargreaves? Was that the Napoleon people?
So
The revolution.
I mean, we could do this the other way around, where there are effectively 7 groups of
Oh, so we could ask for one volunteer.
each per group. Yeah.
Or we could use them as backups, just in case.
Yeah, we might need
Yeah, but like
need more than 6.
2 or 3 people from each group,
Yeah.
just in case.
One backs out from every group and that.
Or someone just dies randomly.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if we get so many from here, then we don't need to pull the rest.
I don't think any of us have got any interest in doing that, to be honest.
No, not from us. No, I mean from Riley's Landing.
Yeah. But I mean,
We could ask Ralia. Potentially.
and we've got the kobolds, but there's not that many of them, is there?
You should go and ask Jerome. and see if there's scientists who will.
There's 8 groups of people, effectively, that we know.
Well, it's also the Laridians in not New Maverick.
That's sort of shaving their hair for a minute there.
The what?
The pirates.
Are they friendly?
Well, we did kill them.
You're not pirate?
Oh, is that how you got your ship?
No. Around there, isn't
We could ask your dad.
I'm not going to get my people born to
That's my people.
hells.
Oh,
Dead.
You could see if any of your gods people would be willing.
there's other people that believe in this.
Other worshippers of your god.
Macabre.
I don't think Daktak would be willing to give up followers for any reason other than a bet.
Oh, not even.
Not even during a bet.
Not even just to keep the well going so you can get more followers.
Ask Tim if he's got any followers to give up.
We're trying to grow his fan base at the moment.
Him has not yet ascended.
How many followers does he have? Who is that one person?
Oh, that guy we had to
Gabriel,
mail to. Yeah.
Wasn't it Gabriel?
No, we had a couple other people that we convinced. I'm sure of it.
The one that was like, what the hell? I
There
got
was
a
a few people
response.
in a
Oh yeah,
house
because
of-
he got
cross-
he went whilst he was responding. He got a couple more people.
Yeah,
Oh,
Follow
you
him.
did get a couple.
and we did go into a house of ill repute and hand out his
His selection of toys. Yes.
yes.
His merchandise.
It doesn't. You didn't actually explain where they came from.
I'm sure there was a couple of people that we gave them to after explaining what they were.
And there was that random.
Gosh, Jim.
Sorry, but
It's got at least 5.
there was that random paladin you summoned during the card event that was technically an event follower.
It's fine. It's quite because it was like I'm
Cool
going to
past.
someone. I was like,
Yeah.
He was not just paladin, he was an angel, basically.
Yes.
We've still got Jeeves.
It's like you feel really
Yes.
Yes. Yes, Jeeves. He will answer to none of you. You could create your
pray to him.
You could create your homunculus.
I could create a homunculus.
But would that be willingly doing it if he told it to?
We could make a bet with the gods to give us some of their people.
Oh yeah, and then what are you going to use your end with a bet?
Yeah, especially if you lose.
If I made it work,
Should we just, for old time's sake, can we just go and wind up the 2 magic shop openers? Haven't done that in a while. It's great fun. Don't really want anything. Just want to just see if they're both still alive and if they hate each other more than ever, or if they've married and now they have a superstore. You know, see if they've made up.
Soup.
Superstore.
I thought you said a soup store.
Yes, they make soup together.
Yeah, we've given up magical items. Do you want tomato soup instead? Oh,
Tomato mushroom.
yeah.
Chicken and mushroom.
Leek.
Soup so good you could say it was magic.
Are you heading to the magical stores, or are you going to actually try and do something?
We're going to go.
We're going to go
to Jorah.
straight to Jorah.
Yes.
We're going to.
So you're going to be heading to New Maverick. Okay. How are you getting there?
How far away is it?
Several days if you take the boat, which is docked
So-
in harbour.
Good tree there.
I was about to say, across the road from the entrance to Jerome's place was a big tree that we used to travel back last time.
Yes, but you have a tree on this side as well.
We have one,
We've got one in
in
the
the
back
garden. Don't we? We use a
Yeah,
plant.
we use,
we used that
we
before.
use one in the garden to. So we'll do it that way, and then we'll stay overnight, and then come back.
Okay, so you head over to New Maverick.
Yep.
You use your tree powers to
Yep.
arrive in New Maverick without telling anybody where you're going.
You could tell Quillance would
Oh, yeah, we'll let Quillant know. We'll probably be back tomorrow.
When you head back to the bar, you notice that there is a elven man who appears to be serving drinks while Quillanth is still reading her book.
Is that
Steve.
what's it called? It's
We just named him Steve. It's the greater Steve.
oh, what's he called again? Identify one person.
Oh, he's not. Oh, he
Yeah.
Oh, you mean that?
Or it could be one of Lance's friends that are living in our gardens.
Quillant.
It's loud.
Thought so.
There's only tokens the pack
Cool.
might.
Hello, Lash.
Hi. All good?
All good. Enjoying yourself?
Immense.
Good to see you're the same age.
We're yeah. We're going for a wander. That's tomorrow. We're going for a wander. We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
See you later, alligator.
I don't think
And I have a finger gun as I walk back out.
I will absolutely dwarvish be like, I don't think he classifies as an alligator. I think he would classify more as a
Okay, that was weird.
arachnid.
He's gonna go talk to Quillan.
Right. Travel by 3.
Okay, you arrive in New Mavic. You can see Jerome's building is.
We've got to put our light suits on for this thing.
Yes, you will need your lights. Sorry. You can see that Jerome's building is as you left it before.
Wonderful.
There seems to have been a few bits and bobs. Minor things have changed, like a few saplings have been moved around and that.
Weren't they reinforcing the building when we left last?
Yes, but that was on the inside.
Ding dong.
There isn't a bell.
You just say ding dong as you poke the door.
I thought there was a
Communicate like a
a buzzer.
voice, not a picture. You know,
I
video
do
camera.
apologise, you're right, there is one on.
Yeah, video.
Secure entrance.
After a couple of moments, a picture appears of one of the scientists. Ah.
Hello.
Yeah, you know,
Are you even taller?
Yeah, jump up and down.
I was going to say, you can't see the hat.
We have returned.
Is there anything we can do for you?
Yes.
We're
We
just
pop
like
in
a
and have a
chat.
chat.
So, heading inside, the interior appears to be somewhat different.
You meant Jerome. As in your current character.
No, I don't think he has.
The interior has been reinforced, as you can see, around the outside. You can also see that it has got a few lights that have been set up in here.
Oh, wonderful.
Needs more glass.
Heading over to the way that takes you down into the actual structure itself, you are greeted by Jerome as he comes up. He appears to be mopping oil off his hands.
what form is he in?
You can change back.
Giraffe.
He is probably in human form because it's easier to keep his hands clean.
Who's this guy?
This is Jerome.
Who's this guy?
Morning or afternoon?
This is.
Some dude that popped around.
Did you meet Cyrus? Yes, he did.
He met
Were you?
Sai. Yeah.
Did you meet Simon?
Yeah.
No, he met Sai. He's not met Sai.
Yeah. So this is Cy's twin brother from the hell, Cyrus. Cy is no longer.
Non-identical twins, I see.
He was identical until we met him. Anyway, Laridian technology seems to do things and other things as well. Well, look at him. He's a shimmering green dwarf.
This
with
was not
cat-
my
kitten.
choice. I was. That was you. Actually, that was the scientist right here's fault, if I remember correctly.
Oh, it was you picking stuff up in
I
the
did it-
laboratory.
I put it
and-
on you.
It was forced upon me.
Well, Sai put it on you.
I was a mere
Guinea pig.
innocent paladin
Innocent.
who had just been teleported into the weirdest dungeon I've ever seen in my life.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Right, can we have a chat with everybody?
Sure, what do you need to talk about?
End of the world.
Yeah, saving the world.
Yes.
Do you ever do anything small?
But she said,
Now and again, now and again, we go shopping.
Yeah. Go shopping. Occasionally go shoplifting. Assassinate minor people. Yeah.
I'm good major people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, could you backtrack? You assassinate people?
No.
Yeah, if required, if
I
it
don't.
comes to helping save the world.
he does. It's less assassination, more like
What do you
life.
need our help?
Assassination. Like he to kill
Who did you kill? Everyone.
So we explain the whole space warrior thing to them. Yes. I also asked the scientists, because they're from a top secret government facility, if they know anything about the defense array.
Sorry, what?
So they're scientists from Laridia. I asked them if they knew anything about the space defense system.
That's biological scientists.
Doesn't matter because they,
Thomas.
doesn't matter because they're from that time. They were in cryostasis. They could have known something about
They
it.
could have, but that's like saying a cheesemaker might know about a nuke.
Depends on where they are in government clearance. You never know. They might have been looking into biological things for space. You never know. So it's
Again, cheesemaker, nuke.
they could be the cheesemaker that makes cheese for space to make
In
sure
which
it
case they
works
still
in
know
zero
nothing about
gravity.
Drone might know something about Optimus.
So we ask them, we tell them what we found out and what is going to be needed, and
So it's some sort of undead construct you located, which somehow is controlled by woodland people.
Group of volunteers.
Was one of them Fred?
This is fascinating. I can't remember off the top of my head, and I need to go through my notes. I'm just going with this accent for now. This is the dog person, I'm going to say.
wasn't he like the janitor or something?
I remember there was a Russian one.
He was the
Hong Kong.
I think the dog was the janitor person, and the rest of them were all actually important, apart from the mind player one that was just a psychopath.
Yeah. Well, he was actually important originally, but then he was. Yeah.
And then he wasn't, and now he's dead.
Yeah.
So
See?
it's somebody else.
And so I remind Jerome when you talk about the whole like assassinating people, the scientist that went.
So you've got Russian one. So you'll have something that is some sort of construct that's going to be used to close the writ.
Yes.
But it sounds like it has to hold the writ closed.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. So that would suggest that they need to keep this going for a long time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you'll never come back.
Which is why you're not.
Sounds like more of a job for adventurers or military.
Which is why you're not the number
Yeah,
one
well,
options. We're just
we're
asking
just-
you whether you know about it.
And
Or
we
if you're willing to do so.
I'm
If
surprised that they did not consult with us, to be brutally honest, because we are some of the foremost, we were some of the foremost biological scientists in all of Laridia. The fact that they didn't consult with us suggests that this is unrelated to anything we could create.
but there are very few Laridians left for us to ask, so you know.
Fair enough.
And even fewer with any level of security clearance.
Did you mention to them that Artemis was never turned up?
So you know he's not a 6K.
Not yet.
Or am I? Or is he?
So we explain it's a backup to Artemis.
No, I mean the Artemis system was always promised to be extremely effective, so a backup is probably unneeded.
If it was so effective, why didn't they turn it on?
What?
Well,
They never turned it on.
No blockers in this deck.
I take your part.
that's why the 9 to 5 happened, because it didn't do anything because no one pressed the on button.
Ah, no, wrong one. Shit.
Artemis had been running for thousands of years.
Then someone turned it off.
Because when we investigated it's off.
Yeah,
Honestly, that's fine.
we've been to space.
Well, wait, there's more.
Lucky bugger. I always enjoyed going to space.
Well, the ship's out there. If you can repair it.
Yeah, we still have what's left of it. It's out on the wrong way.
Yes, we've been looking and examining it. It would require far more materials than we have access to here.
Or a lot of mending.
We also found out what's the name is still alive. We tell them that
I'm curious.
we tell them that the chase is still alive.
Stop.
Well, I think we did. Didn't
No, we haven't seen them since. Do we explain that there are still Laridians in space?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Shall we? Or shall we
Yeah,
not?
well, they're scientists living in our bunker. What are they going to do?
Leave?
Yeah.
we? To them.
They're also genetically mutated, so we don't.
Yeah, we don't know if they'll want to see them in their form that they're in.
Should we tell them? Yeah.
Then we explain that obviously the chaser is still operating and full of peoples.
I'm sorry, did you say the chaser is still operational?
Yes.
That's amazing.
There have been some what's the words for it when you lie to the public but make it propaganda about everything.
About the night of fire.
Yes, and the fact that no one survived.
That they blame us as in non-Laridians.
Yes, so they sort of live in a very
Sheltered environment.
yes.
Isolated.
We accidentally made radio contact with one of them, and he's now under arrest because he can be in public. So yeah, it kind of is at the moment. It's very nannied, but now that we've made contact, it's forcing them to slowly
Reevaluate.
sort of develop the story moving forward. Because obviously we want to.
I mean, it still leaves terrible people in power there if they've.
For a
Co-opted.
minute, because the last thing we want to do is turn up and then free them, and then they not appreciate it because they think that we're the bad guys. Us turning up and people does not work.
Yeah. 3 cards in hand.
We've got to be very
So like,
tactful,
Political.
yes, to get this in the right direction.
Yeah,
all right.
So
I feel very concerned.
Why did you?
in the long run, I think they do have.
You need to get rid of it.
They are open to returning to the planet, but obviously there's a lot of
We need to stop.
yeah, there's a lot of propaganda in place that has to be unwound or
Deconstructed.
yes,
rephrased.
yes, amended.
Disturbing, but I suppose they must have done what they had to survive.
What was my next straw?
You're right.
Not get a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
Well, that is very worrying. I assume you've already spoken to them about the people you need for this.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I didn't really look.
We have radio contact with them in a very narrow band of time.
That's how will they get down?
Really two killers, yeah.
Regionals is.
I mean, the chaser does have shuttle blocks.
Less than 2 nights.
But once again, it's the same problem of propaganda, where it's like, hey, we lied to you. You can really go to the planet. By the way, who wants to save the world that you've been told is evil?
That's why
It's not a 5-minute fix. But
Suppose not.
Because it rests 2 of your blockers, and I can just switch straight.
All right.
Yeah, that got busted.
Well,
And it's right.
we don't have a lot of people here, and these guys are scientists, they're not soldiers.
2 cards.
Rest 2 anything.
What card?
If you can get somebody to guard them,
It's not.
No.
You do take. I can play and take.
if you can get decent guards and protection for them, I'd consider.
To be fair, we more wanted to talk to you about this. We less wanted to actually use you. To be fair, you were a very last resort.
Wow. Thanks.
As in, because
We value.
we value you more than, and we don't want to fucking send you into space, turn you into zombies, and leave you there for all eternity.
Oh, it's zombies.
I said we didn't explain the whole thing to him. I didn't leave anything out. When I said explain the whole.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, right.
As you have been told.
Yeah, it's undead.
Apart from Nami, all the
So,
cards
But
are
I'm
red, too.
dead.
Yes.
Well, so you've seen the event base.
But, okay.
Rather nice.
So posture.
And it needs to be reasonably high level.
Yes.
Fire, so it's fire. You want to go second. Because you need to get an extra
I
one.
have a concern.
Okay.
How many people do you need for this?
Minimum 3,
Maximum
maximum
9.
9.
As well.
Varying stages of ease.
Who have you
You're
already
running
got
along
on
for an
board?
extra turn.
Possibly you. No. No, we asked the governor of
Rally's Land.
Raleigh's Landing to hire some adventurers.
So
Same one.
we are asking for, what was it they said? Adventurers who are willing to save the world, and put their life on the line. And then obviously we'll probably get a group of people to start with, and as we explain the procedures, as we've explained to you,
More and more will drop out.
more and more will drop out. So yeah. It's not a, you know, we don't sort of stand in a square in a town and go, who wants to do this?
Who wants to go to space?
Yeah.
For
the way-
free?
If I remember stuff about if I remember stuff about outsiders, about contacting paladins or religious organisations,
Yeah, it's the whole undead thing.
Depends on the religious
that could be a
organisation.
Yeah, it would be my race. We don't like undead.
right?
It depends on the religion, to be fair.
Do you know anybody who's already undead?
I think you have to, the process makes you, so you have to go through the process. So this is, yes.
What about the What about the
Fang?
the god of death and attitudes?
But yeah, we have several groups of people that we've met along the way that we're all going to discuss. You are the easiest to get to due to the tree outside and transport. If you don't mind, could we once again stay for the evening to
Sure.
recharge, and that way I can make my way back
It's
tomorrow.
actually movie night tonight.
That's what movie night.
What are you watching?
It's not my choice tonight. It's going to be some cheap, shitty sci-fi.
Cool.
Ironic.
It's not a home video.
A what?
A home video.
Oh, I didn't hear you
They're
correctly.
watching Husbands and Housewives.
Yeah, basically, they're going to be watching Tremor.
What do you mean shitty sci-fi?
It is shitty, but in a great way.
Yeah,
I just say to Jerome as well. Last
Ever
time
watched
we,
the series?
last time we were
I want
here,
to, but no, I haven't.
It's worth a watch, actually. It's terrible, but it's fun terrible.
last time we were here, you had to fight a few things in the surrounding areas to keep it clear. Are you having any of these problems still at the moment? Chop stuff up.
Not recently, why?
Oh, we were just arguing off to help.
They can kill things.
Well, if we get attacked during the day, during the course of today, sure, you're more than welcome to join me. To be honest, this area has been very quiet since the robot's been around.
Oh yeah, we've got the defense system. Yeah. That's cool. It was just an offer. A problem shared.
Can you think of anybody else you could invite?
We have several groups of people that we are visiting. So
You've told me that, but what about individuals you know? Surely you know other heroes, other soldiers, other people.
Rose.
Done that already.
who haven't we killed that we've met?
I will try you, Red Dead.
Ooh, good question.
Foul. So technically, crack the body last Thursday.
We're not very good at that, are we?
We'll keep people alive.
Yeah, I thought Shane gear, and I didn't. So I'll give it a handful, and then my friend went very high in the air.
We killed Steve Jobs.
Yeah, when he was that
Yeah,
far,
yeah.
Do we tell them we killed Steve Jobs?
He was in your favour.
Yes.
Like, this guy is disgusting and has broken all of our laws. Fuck him.
So yeah, I reinforce my point about assassinating people as Steve Jobs as one of them. So
Have you seen the new library system?
Yeah.
370 breaks.
yeah, I can't think of anybody really.
Uh,
I mean, we've got the Kobolds we can go and visit and ask. We've got, we've asked the governor.
Individuals.
Individual.
the art.
Loads of art for you.
Maybe the undead, anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know actually. Behold is undead.
No.
So no, he's alive then.
There can be undead beholders, but generally speaking, they don't like you.
Half a salt and keep it alive.
Black dragon?
Yeah, won't fit the seat.
Would it be drink down to a human?
Oh yeah.
Which he has.
Block it with a stab.
Yeah, but willing. I don't think the black. I
Yeah.
don't.
Loves
think that would work.
destruction and the planet. And oh, hang on, I can stop a void opening that will destroy the. No, can't.
Well, there's a lot of radiation in space.
You're not wrong. And there'll be a lot of radiation surrounding a
It's that bug person that we that had the computers
I've seen some of it.
Oh yes, Mr. House. Mr.
um,
House.
that we didn't actually kill.
Funny enough, I recently reinstalled that game.
What was he called again? Spoke to him on tablet, didn't we?
Yeah.
He can
Spark.
Sparks. Yeah.
Why do I remember?
So there's him. But is he even actually a person anymore? Or is he another brain inside stuff?
I don't know, I thought it was some sort of like.
Yeah, you all use
I
that.
think he
It's
was
a ghost in a machine.
Yeah.
Do the two multiple.
Are we forgetting somebody major?
You are forgetting multiple people, some of whom you discussed earlier. One of whom you had an opportunity to speak to and didn't. Multiple ones you had the opportunity to speak to and didn't.
Yeah, Graham.
Graham Lash and Quillan.
And,
we don't
and
want
who
to.
drives the ship as well?
I did.
Oh, Captain Crack.
Captain Crab. No, talking about Brian. Or 19.
19.
19's a robot.
Wait, we know someone called Captain Crack.
Yes, it's the captain of the Viper.
Why have I not known this?
It's the Dragonborn, the Green Dragonborn captain who's been around with you guys since the beginning,
You've
and
got
you
to
guys have
remember-
just forgotten exists.
Since
We don't
James,
use it, we
since
use
James
the
has
cloud.
been with us, we've been teleporting via tree,
Yep.
driving via truck. We haven't
Yep.
really used very much ship.
No,
I don't think I actually ever heard his name before either, actually, in a year.
you have.
Sounds like
We're really, we've got by the shadow.
Yeah.
strange cereal brand.
Right. Well, for tonight, we'll rest up so
We
I can
have-
use my transport.
We have the random rogue that vanished. But if we can find it again.
You also know that crazy woman in the house that's raised up.
Oh, with the crocodile.
No, we killed a crocodile, didn't we?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
in Australia.
You also know a certain tech-obsessed.
Shawcaster.
Mhm.
Well, no, but if you block them, you can't.
Potentially.
We can.
It is tech of the highest level of Laridian possibility. Yeah.
Right.
The
So,
people we know are basically the last resort.
Swung again.
Yeah.
And then
Sorry? The people we know are last resorts.
yeah, we prefer to go and speak to populaces first and see if they just have random people that volunteer, because that way we can fill it with 9 people and job done.
And we don't need to care about those people.
Yeah. It's much easier if they're not known.
Okay.
It's like the whole thing, isn't it? It's like if you press this button, you become a millionaire, but someone that you don't know in the world dies, do you press it?
Oh. Probably because I have a moral compass.
If I could choose who dies, I'd push that button a lot. Cameron. Smack. Pretty much
So-
the entire front bench, actually. Now I think.
So we'll rest up for the night then and watch Tremors. And does the local area have
Putin, of course.
We had celebrate National Buttgummer Day, a real holiday.
yeah, do we have anything attack the local area whilst we're resting?
No. You have set up this area with a great big fucking robot that patrols around. Nothing wants to come close.
Just like Tremors, we're in a bunker.
Alright, so we'll rest up, long rest, watch Tremors, teleport back.
Okay.
Not in the town. Do you want to go and get ice cream?
No.
Oh no, different character now.
You also have anybody from your backstories.
No, I'd be dead.
You could.
Well, that's going to ascend closer to the throne. I'm 19, 18, 17, 16.
Third.
Alright, so
Second.
No, you
just
put-
get 2 volunteers.
Oh boy.
What about you?
Did you really think he has friends? Do you really think he
business
has
partner that
any
he
living family?
No.
I have family, thank you.
The
I'm
hats don't count.
slightly more warped than when I first left, so. Guess who's home?
Time to volunteer. What for?
No, under.
Yeah. Hold this grenade. Where's the pin? Don't worry about that.
Just so long as you don't let the handle go up, you're fine.
No. Right. So we'll teleport back.
Hey Diablo, good to see you.
So are we going to go in and speak to Shawcaster?
Also, hello Jenny, good to see you. Who says those skelly earrings are fucking awesome.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We'll talk to everyone that's not Lash because.
Yes.
We'll
Because
leave that
that's
away.
not for us to talk to him about.
Did you just wiggle your earrings on purpose?
I do that all the time because they make a very jingly noise.
Yeah, it is
So-
annoying.
Shawcaster.
I have very much a cat brain.
Who
My
else
brain
is
is like
around
that.
here? The woman in the swamps is nearby, isn't she?
Oh yeah.
Outside the city.
Crocodile lady. Crocodile Dundee.
Dundee.
You want to go talk to the drow?
Oh, the woman who runs the no.
Chilia. You want to go talk to the Chilia?
No, they run the alcohol processing plant.
Oh, the druids.
We could get the animal cultists to fly this way. So that the
We need
animals
someone
will
to join them.
die.
We need someone to join their cult.
We already have.
No, we don't.
They don't know
Anymore
that.
than left.
Huh?
Not anymore than left.
Who was it?
Your
Your
character.
Oh,
Woman in the swamp, Shawcaster.
You don't really want a druid because a druid has to hand you make the booze for the pub.
Yeah, but it's not just her. She has like people there working. It's like you don't, you know.
I could join the cult.
Yeah,
Actually, he would probably be best for joining the cult. He's got the whiskers already.
Yeah, you know what?
I turned down joining the animal cult.
Yes.
But I still spoke to her. She came and spoke over my shoulder, and I went, no, and left.
Okay.
I wonder if I could go and speak to her again and say, we are trying to save the world. Do you have any of your followers that would volunteer to save the world? It's worth asking an entity. So I'll go. So we teleport back. So have we rested for the night watch tremors?
Yes.
Do we all have to give a rating out of 5 to Jerome of what we thought of the crap
If
movie?
you desperately wish to, you may.
I'll give it a 2.
You are judged.
It gets a 1.
It's a 4.
Wow. Yeah, that's fine, yeah. But that,
No.
a 1?
I don't like drums.
What's wrong with you?
We don't want to ask that question. We also don't want to answer that question.
Right. So we tell Jerome what we think of our movie
That gets a
reviews.
5
Thank you
because
very
it's
much for the
fucking
movie.
Tremors.
So we say thank you for the movie, and then we all.
See you again soon.
Good luck to you.
It's fun.
I leave him with a couple of my hand grenades and some tripwire in case he ever needs to go and make them.
Thanks, but I'm already pretty good at putting together traps.
Okay.
We
Got
also
enough
have the
bleach?
giant security robot.
Yeah, you never know. If he goes venturing further out, you can always set up more traps.
Yeah.
There's nothing here that really threatens me.
Oh yeah.
You big scary web.
What if you're ever out of the building for a few days and the scientists are scared?
They have the robot.
Yeah, well, you never know.
I want to
Yeah,
win.
nice. Share and share
I want
around.
to get at least to top 128. That's my goal.
Did we ever find out how Jerome became a werewolf?
No, you've never asked him.
Jerome, how did you
I
become a
think
werewolf?
that's a personal question.
I'm going to try and get.
If it's okay to ask.
No, they haven't.
I don't like
I don't know. If it's a small event, it's
Okay. To the trip.
The Batmobile.
Yeah.
42 in total. So yeah, probably.
Now you've got sex.
No. Sorry for asking.
When it's like
We'll see you again soon.
It's fine. It's just embarrassing.
Right. So I
You gotta
do.
love what for girlfriend.
I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it.
Either I've got the
Oh
job.
yeah, sorry.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
going to try and
Blow
get
job.
it's a bit top. Like, in the top bracket. I don't think we're going to be able to do it.
That's a different type of love bite.
So are we all ready to go back?
Speaking of werewolves, we
We
You
do
always ask. You could always ask.
We do actually know a bunch of mercenaries who often run into danger. The werewolf mercenaries. Well, the were ponies that tried to kill us.
Oh yeah.
We could hire them for this.
Killed
Well, there's only 3 left, isn't there?
No, because
No, because it's a whole group of them.
Oh yeah.
yeah, we just
You kill multiple members, they might not be well disposed towards you. I'm just going to warn you now.
They might like us.
But we could intimidate them into doing it.
that's not free will.
It's not
Not
volunteer.
free will, yeah.
It's your free will to be scared of someone.
No.
Right, so teleport back. Go see short cast.
You're not going to ask for clarification?
Second?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to ask him.
I actually want
Are you still wanting to do the box?
He leans you in.
Oh, I haven't looked at my hand yet.
Always use protection.
Oh, teeth down there! Teeth down there!
Fluid contact.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it too.
Good.
My brain just went to teeth.
I'll do it for you.
Yeah, most people do.
Nice.
Yeah.
No.
So I'm pulling it out.
I was talking those teeth.
Ah, vagina dentata.
Thankfully not, and I will never look
It's
it
a
up.
funny as fuck film.
I've never actually seen it, but I've heard good things.
I love watching it just because it's funny.
Why is that chair wet?
Yeah, with the mark
You are seeing the varnish reflecting light.
Yeah, it's dished.
Oh.
There's also a movie called Skins.
Don't want to know.
It's not a TV series.
No, it's based. It's the meaning behind the film is to not judge on someone's appearance. And I watched it and I thought it was hilarious. I went over to my mum's house and I was like, "Mum, we should watch this film." She was like, "Okay, let's watch it." The main character has her butthole where her mouth is, and her mouth is where her butthole should be.
She literally shits out of her.
So when she eats,
Would make a great
she puts a
politician.
funnel down her trousers and does that and pours it in. And when she blows out her birthday candle, it's a fart. So it's fire. No, it just goes.
She literally talks out of her ass.
It's a funny as fuck movie to watch.
That sounds awful.
Right.
It's funny.
You right to do this or?
People
Volunteers.
talking, yeah. So we've got Ralliers, Jerome's people, the Medusas, the Artists people, the Sahagwians, the Chaser people. Who else was it?
We've got Jerome, possibly.
Yeah, I put him as postural.
And when as soon as I get the box,
We have our friends that are our last resort. We have the people who make shit for us.
what colour do they not want it?
Kobold.
We have
That was
the
it.
dragon.
That's the main character.
You know, I sent.
Yeah, so
Ooh.
You don't want to play red, are you?
We could ask the Dragon Empire.
You could genuinely ask the Dragon Empire, yeah. You could make contacts with the major powers of the world.
The Iron Mask has contact with several continents. He has influence all over the world, so why haven't we just asked him?
it's all trigger based. It's basically on first.
Because you're pissed off his nan.
No, I think this
And we were too socially awkward to talk about it to him.
No. I will go and be a grown up and talk to them. Where are they? We'll teleport back to the.
We're right now.
They're on the cloud.
I will fly up to the cloud and I'll speak
Be
to
loud on there.
Granny Goo and the Iron Mask at the same time, so she can keep an eye on me.
She meets you at the edge.
Hello, can I speak to you and the Iron Mask? I have come up with a sensible thought.
You will tell me first.
The Iron Mask
Has
has contacts all around the world with influence. Could he ask them if they have any willing people that will be willing to help save the world?
Or no, or it rests.
Make a persuasion check.
There's a lot of mana stuff.
And I terribly apologise for not thinking of this a lot sooner. That's a 19. See, disregard the first thing I always say and give me 24 hours and I come back with a better idea.
All right.
Is that the better idea?
Significantly.
Thank you. We're not asking for any of the populaces to sacrifice anybody or bully. It's just looking for volunteers, and if we have people all around the world asking, it's a lot better than us asking
Got a lot higher percentage chance.
8 little groups of people we know, and a couple of random people.
Yeah, for one of your main characters, you possibly could choose against them in their life. That's it.
I'll call him over.
Which is
She
good for like
walks away from the appropriate.
Can I just land on the cloud?
Or shoppers.
Yeah.
Just get out as soon as you can.
She met you at the clouds edge.
Yeah, she said on the edge, so I just land.
As in you had landed on.
Okay.
After a few more minutes, she comes out with the Iron Mask, who's looking a little confused.
Okay. So I explain spaceship, looking for people to volunteer, 9 people, and he has obviously more contacts reaching around the world than anybody else because he has quite a sphere of influence, and explain what we're looking for in people that are willing to.
Where is he coming? Same set. So all the same set.
I'll put out the notification immediately.
it's a green leader.
Now, of course, you'll have
Oh
mine.
yeah, I completely disregarded
Okay.
the green leader. 'Cause
And
everyone
like I
else
say,
is having black or
it's the
red or black.
one-way thing, so it has to be very clear that it has to be willing,
I mean,
it can't be coerced. They have to be willing people that know that this is a one-way trip and they will become undead to do it. Because obviously, there's no point hiding anything from them, because as soon as they know, as soon as we hide anything, as soon as they find out and they become unwilling, there's no point in them being
Indeed.
I'd really like to look at Harry Jones.
How many do you have so far?
They've hold that.
Well,
possibly one.
But yes, yeah. He said there are terms to him doing it, but he is. Does he know about tomorrow?
Sorry. No,
Hmm?
I'm talking about that.
Yeah. Have we spoken to the Iron Mask about?
Oh no, you're on your own.
He did read my mind, didn't he?
Who?
The Iron Mask when I plugged in,
Yes.
so he probably knows about it. So I explained that the person that's volunteering so far is Jerome.
I've got like
Makes sense.
boxes and I've just like all went on in there.
No, it's 2 people then.
They put in so many doubles of all the old.
Who's the second one?
Me.
Can't keep track of them. I'd really love to play
You're not there, so you have to deal with the organization. We're at the pub drinking.
Well, we can see who else volunteers first. 'Cause obviously,
I'm dying anyway. What's the point?
like we said before, there might be magical ways to cure you yet that we're still looking into. So you don't need to throw your blood.
This is a mess that my people created. At least one of us should be here to stop it.
And Jerome is Laridian.
It's really good listening to that
Yes.
conversation.
Yep.
So I am now trying to convince him that
How does her face look?
There is a death glare.
I am trying to convince him that this
Yeah.
isn't required, and that we have a whole plant of people, and just because at the moment he has.
I'm not going to ask other people to do this if I don't do it myself.
Then don't ask other people.
We can cross. We can see what happens, because if we end up with a large amount of people, we can see everybody's situations and decide from there. Because
That's reasonable.
We knock him out before he goes.
yes, I turn on my psychic link to Granny Goo and say, "I'll find a way to stop him," and then turn it back. And then went,
And you get a message back.
You had fucking better.
"I'll knock him out if I need to."
You hurt a hair on my grandson's head, and I will rip your flesh from your bones and freeze you.
We tie him up.
Yeah, he wakes up in the morning and finds his suit missing or something for a day.
This is not her normal voice.
So okay.
Her expression
shitting his pants.
is settling down.
I switch it back off and go,
It's a reasonable proposal. We'll see how many people we'll see how many people volunteer.
Yeah.
So obviously different situations, because there might be I don't know, religious cults that that want to do it due to saving the world. So
Have you considered talking to Barb's people?
It kind of goes against their religion.
yeah.
Right?
You're not there.
Because theirs is.
You're not there.
What do I know about his religion? I know it's undead-ish, don't you?
Way.
But you also know that he was keeping that hidden and didn't really know about it himself.
This is true. So I'll say I haven't. I will speak to Barbus when I see him next.
He'll be here next week.
Yeah. He's been a bit waylaid this week. So.
No, in fact, you think he's still there.
Oh yeah. Well, I think he's down.
What about the royal you have with you? What about his people?
They're very against undeadness. They hate it. So it's
Undead.
culturally, I can imagine it being very difficult to convince an elf that hates the undead.
Yeah. Any support from the hellish side of things?
Not really. Like I say, we are working our way through all the different factions in Laridian.
Are you seriously playing noughts and crosses?
Yeah.
So I explained to her, I said,
We
look,
seriously fraud.
we are working our way through the factions in Laridia that we've met, but obviously we came up with the idea that
Speak with Makar.
I said that.
Yeah. So
Still pirates.
okay, but yeah,
They're not pirates.
Well, no.
They're the ones who were dealing with pirates.
Yes.
it's all right. We'll speak to, but yeah, we're going to speak to, and I explained that it's the Medusas, Sahargoyans.
The people have to be volunteers for this, correct? We can't just dump any old people. There are magics that can be used to convince people.
Yeah, but I think it has to be of their own free will.
I think you charm someone.
Yeah. Otherwise, we just go into the local prison and make 9 complete idiots do it, which would be a bit easy.
That was what I was considering, but it doesn't sound like that would work.
No, and this is effectively an eternity of servitude that has to be
Yeah.
willingly done. And we're not, obviously complications such as convincing people to do it and then turning them undead, then not being willing anymore because they've been duped.
It's also the risk that over time they'll simply lose interest or detach from the world and no longer be willing.
Yeah, so we're trying to do this the informative and proper way because it doesn't seem like there's any quick cuts.
Is there any way to swap out people once this has been established?
I believe so. I believe so. Because it explains that you have to have at least 3 for it to work, but 9 for it to fully function, which gives you an idea that people can drop
6 gives you the full
Alright.
function, 9 gives you the best possible.
So 6 is the sort of fully functioning, but you can have 9, which means that you could pop people in and take people out by this.
Do they have to be undead?
Yes.
I don't really know how to play this deck.
Hmm.
I know he's a big part of it.
But being undead doesn't mean that you live forever.
He attracts a lot of attention.
No, but it might be a tempting
You played that
offer for some people.
Yeah, so I would put the dog on him.
It might also be worth communicating with the vampire communities.
That's what I was thinking, but I've only got 2 life. That's why I was considering the thingy. That would have changed the whole
Well,
game.
anyway, we'll let Biomass reach out to all his contacts and see from around the world what he can glean as the people. Because, I mean, we might end up with 100 people from around the world that are willing to do this. And then, obviously, we can
Yeah, that's why I was leaving.
see which ones are more suited to this.
Okay.
Cool, wouldn't it? Like a
Yeah.
rotate.
And then,
Okay.
yeah,
I've barely got my
we can
GCSE.
work from there.
The difference is I've got a different way of thinking. I've got a different way of thinking. Like, a lot of different ways.
I rolled to see how well he'll do. I rolled to see how well he'll do.
A 1 and a 2.
You don't need your
He's not very diplomatic for someone who's got contacts all around the world, is he?
I could ask Naktak if to spare some followers, or what his opinion on that kind of thing.
You can have a religious conversation with your god if you
Oh,
wish.
you were.
You could ask Naktak the next time that they have all the gods in this gambling place, to ask all of them if they've got any followers that would do it. Why just ask his people when he
Pray
can?
to your god.
It is good, but it wasn't doing it every time it comes out.
The thing is, that kind of undeath would piss off the god of death, and potentially Nactag would do it to piss off the god of death because it'd be funny.
I mean, if you spoke to Nactak and asked him to speak to all the gods at the same time in this gambling place, so they're all together, at least then it would be more of a community discussion.
But I have a feeling like that would be meddling too much in the realm of mortals that he wouldn't be allowed to.
But to communicating amongst other gods is
Fine.
there's no harm in asking.
It's fine. I'll try to pray to Nactak.
Make me a religion check.
Oh God, watch me roll a 1.
Your prayer is very important to us. Please stay on the line.
You don't tell me you're going to do the play.
That's not a 1.
What's it, Ron? A
It has got
Ron?
one on it though.
Da.
Is it 2 1s by chance?
No, that's
17.
17.
That's pretty good.
What's your religion modifier?
Plus 7.
Let him work it out. 2 7s together is 14.
So that's
Add the extra 10.
24.
There you go. So, 24. Okay. As you are settling down, you kneel down,
In front of the holy rice.
sprinkle some rice around yourself, sprinkle some glass fragments around yourself, lick a couple of pieces of glass. You know, you don't actually have to lick the glass. That's not normal. That's not part of the normal. Were you? Well, I know what. Okay, why are you licking the glass? I do know. I just want to hear it in your own words.
I honestly don't know. It just happens.
How do you think glass as well?
Things that red does, which is
I could do that myself. Sorry, the people in my head are arguing with me again. As in, the dickheads I work with.
The people in my head. What? I'm not going to judge. Right. So, what is it you need? I am on a busy schedule, so keep it brief.
Brief. Okay.
Yeah, which I could do.
Could you potentially ask the other gods or yourself? I don't.
Ask myself.
Whether they could. Maybe not ask yourself, but the other gods whether they could spare a few followers for this device. Close a rift in space.
Oh boy, you're desperate, aren't you?
I'm licking fucking glass.
Yeah, but that's normal for you.
Normal glass.
Not the fancy stuff.
No.
Oh dear. Okay, look. I can easily ask the other gods about it, but whether or not they'll be able to help, I don't. They can't just like give out a holy mission. Some of them would try. So, you're gonna have to be careful about who I speak to about this.
Okay.
But I can probably get you a couple of people at least.
I do.
Well, thank you. That's
But
a great help.
Yeah.
it's gonna be a price.
Reduce it to 0.
Okay.
Got rid of that. I'll put a side payment block it.
What is the price? The price is right.
Yeah.
With -3.
Just to confirm our character. Are you going to the house?
No.
I'm gonna need you to dedicate yourself to proselytizing.
Character or leader.
I misheard you.
Yeah, I will. So 7 to.
Proselytizing.
So I have to attack now.
Don't know what that
When
means.
attacking, that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay.
Spread the word.
I can infer that it means
So your leader is a 4K.
spreading the teachings.
7
Yep.
to.
I want you to become a missionary.
Actually, right. I'm going to go.
I
7
thought I
to
already
12,
was.
Making them a 4K.
No, I mean properly. You're an adventurer.
Going to villages and talking to the peoples.
Setting an example, helping those who need help, planting fields of rice, making nice windows.
Okay, that's yeah.
The ultimate thing, making greenhouses for rice.
That actually was my plan, to make a greenhouse so perfect that the other gods couldn't see into it.
What?
Because it's not technically their domain. Just to have a semantic like you.
It's not how that works, but okay. Interesting idea.
Well, if I can bless rice, I'm sure I can find a way of blessing glass.
Yes, you can bless glass.
Turn it into a religious, every
Religious
greenhouse.
greenhouse. Dude.
Every single house has a religious greenhouse. This is part of the religion.
I don't know this is exactly what he would want to.
Can you imagine that on a Sunday? Yes, we have to go to church now. Walks out the back into the greenhouse.
That's my price. But you only have to pay it if I can get you those
Generally
people.
speaking, that's another part
That
of
sounds
the
fair to me.
full potential.
Good.
It's
It's a bet.
exactly.
Oh,
It's relying on
okay.
rested.
It's a crackback card, which is
What do you? So if you win the bet,
That's not a
you
bet.
get people. If
That's
you lose
the-
the,
That's a trade.
So what are you attacking them?
What?
he bets you that he can't get you 3 people. If he can,
Look, do you want to actually be a bet, or are you just going to accept the turn of phrase?
I will accept the turn of phrase. But
That's wise.
I'm a dwarf. It's in my blood to be semantic.
Pedantic.
Pedantic.
Good one. Now, if you don't mind, I have to get back to fucking over some little bastards.
I'll just have me know.
Any way I could help?
I'll send them more money by card.
Are you any good with caterpillars?
There's apparently a problem now.
Depends what you want me to do. Okay.
Plague the fuckers infesting some rice fields. I'm gonna go kill them.
Sounds fun.
Oh, it will be. But
just mean that from now on, wherever we go, you're going to be killing caterpillars
Yes.
only
Yes,
if they're
it does.
eating rice.
Only if they're eating rice.
or near rice.
Only if they're eating the rice. He'd get in trouble with other gods if he started just killing things at random. That's somebody else's domain. What do you do?
The god of random mass murder.
That's literally a thing.
Why am I? It's your god, isn't it?
No, that's just him.
I don't have a god at the moment.
So-
Working on it though.
What are you thinking of doing?
That's my mum.
If
She's got anything.
you want to know that,
How are you getting in contact?
Can you go back to the house just by like some sort of magical?
Yeah, it was.
I don't know how his.
He went back there with that spell, wasn't it?
You can flick your heels into the time.
Technically, you could kill yourself, but I wouldn't advise that because then, yeah, then you have to go all the way back up.
They're fucking huge.
They're huge. Because they're 12-page pockets, they're normal size.
There's a very big portal.
Out into the abyss.
Oh, all right.
I thought we closed the very big portal.
Not yet, hasn't landed.
No, that's about a week away yet.
I'm going to.
I saw more like colours. So I think main goal probably have a bind of each colour. I've got 4 binders.
That's not to open a portal, wouldn't it?
Do you have the ability to open a teleportation circle? Or do you have teleport?
You come with no way to get home.
Mom, can I catch a lift? Mom.
I mean, that's what happened last time.
Yeah, that's how we ended up with the fucking. How we got the
I wasn't here that week.
pyramid down there.
A giant time traveling Toblerone.
Yeah, right then, I don't have one.
The giant time traveling Toblerone. Really? Really? What?
You said you were actually that smart at that.
Yes?
I thought that was a terrible joke.
It was. So,
Pray to them or what? Let's just pray or whatever it is.
you have ways of contacting them. You have message, right?
Very silly.
I'm going to the normal world. How are you getting back? Eh.
Hey, hi.
Are you? You're not a warlock, are you?
Yeah.
Are you?
No, no,
Then who's your patron?
Not. Oh,
Because if your
the other
patron,
side of the enemy is the enemy.
Yeah.
fuck. Okay.
Could you cross the lines and give a message to me, mum? Your mortal enemy.
Shit.
How did I do it last time?
Can you pray?
No.
Is it the opposite? You have to like sacrifice something. I'll go and get a guard or something.
You could tempt a soul
I'm doing that.
into a pact.
No.
You'd have to get somebody to officiate that.
I
You see.
didn't take so much damage from you, turn 1. I would have won overall, I think.
I'm not volunteering for this.
Your soul's already claimed by Nagtak, all being well.
Possible,
you think?
Very dearly. Honestly.
Can I have to do it?
So, a prisoner. You could try to offer them freedom for their soul.
Do you actually have the ability to give them freedom?
You could.
From this mortal realm.
Yeah.
You could pay.
It would get them out of the jail cell and would technically fulfill the contract.
Yeah.
The question is whether or not they would trust you, considering you look like a fucking demon.
I wonder if I can convince
Do
them
you
for you,
have-
then you come around the corner and stab them.
Not if I
Disguise
He
self.
has to do it.
Hmm?
He has to do it.
not if I polymorph into someone else.
Polymorph doesn't work with people.
Well, do you not have disguise self as a bard?
It says
No, I have.
beast.
Creature.
I swear that's a bard spell.
Which
What?
one?
Disguise self, isn't it?
But that's for people. Which would do the job, yeah.
Yeah, which would, because he's trying to look not like a.
Yeah,
Sorry,
but
my brain is not firing all cylinders right now.
Could lash turn you into someone else.
No, he can only cast that on himself.
all my spells are aimed for.
Well, you could sleep, change a spell, do it, and go back to sleep once you come back.
6k. That's one card.
Yeah, at the moment we've got unlimited time effectively to do whatever we want to change spells.
No,
but-
I had 2.
Time is ticking.
So if not a prisoner,
You could always see if there's anybody else who has contact with your.
Especially 2 blockers out on board. No. Because I wouldn't have been able to
What, we're looking around the town for a satanic cult.
Yeah, if I look around the town,
oh my god,
Well,
we have 2 people that absolutely hate each other, want one dead. You could make a pact with the wife, the ex-wife or the husband to kill the other.
and then just turn invisible, go and shank them and job done.
7 to lead, you'd be in 4.
Or if you wanted to make it really spectacular, I could blow the entire building down.
I thought you were running out of explosives.
Hmm?
I thought you were running out of explosives.
I recharged my ring so I could just pop to the cupboards. They've been making this stuff for weeks for me.
No, not yet.
But that would work. You would be able to convince one of them.
I don't think convince is just offer. That's
Yeah.
really...
yeah, in exchange for your soul, I'll kill your husband.
It might work.
His
Five to lead.
I'll give it a try.
You're actually going to go.
Oh,
Okay.
no!
You head over to where the 2 magic weapon shop. The magic shop.
Hopefully we have another round like this. The wheel is slow.
You approach, you can see both of them are still open.
That depends how you build it. You can either go all rush.
And between the two of them, there is a soup kitchen that's been set up in the street,
Russian block. Then again, I'm not allowed to.
Okay.
just serving refugees.
Take your white bit there. Take out all the white bit exclusive guides.
That's a weird thing to put in a soup.
It appears to be being served by two separate workers who are very busily working and completely ignoring the other sides.
Oh shit, they're working in a soup kitchen together.
Yeah.
They've made up.
Do you wish to move closer?
Yeah.
Okay. There are still, on both sides, a variety of middle fingers that are extended up in the windows. You also notice that there are a few wands set up pointing in across at each other. Every now and then shoot off something which the other one counters.
As I get towards the soup kitchen, can I see that it's the
No.
Do I know who they are?
No.
New soup.
I'll go into.
One is a furbolg, one is a harbour.
What is it? What? Firbolg and what?
Half elf.
Not a druid or nobody pirate, is it?
No.
I'll go into her shop.
Okay. Good to see you again. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright.
Yeah, I traded away.
Do
Traded.
you want to make a deal with me?
Of course. What are you looking to buy?
That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking to buy anything from it.
Then what kind of deal?
Shame you're not Tim.
You want to know this?
Yeah, that's not what I did.
Just the middle finger.
Ghost dagger.
I am part bard, but no.
Being part bard does not mean
No. I need a soul.
I beg your pardon.
I need a soul.
This is a significant dietary problem you've acquired.
I was wondering.
Wait, does she have a soul in storage? You have one?
I assume so.
I mean, in the shop.
No.
Okay.
Well, probably no. I don't know with some of the sacred weapons.
Potentially, if it's a sentient weapon.
Maybe not.
No way, weapons can gain souls.
I've only ever won 3.
You don't.
I've won pre-release antics.
Do you want your? How bad do you want him across the road?
One event antics.
Out of
We're
the...
doing
Oh, you
last
want him
week,
dead.
Doing the Star Next Element.
I want him to suffer.
He can suffer down there.
No. I mean, I want to see his business rough. I wish to see his life lapse around him. I wish to see him get what he deserves.
You're not sucked up to hell.
So what, are we talking destroy his business so he sees it literally crumble, then kill him?
Can I come back? The Bangkok.
Oh, yeah.
Bangkok and Luke is freaking already.
Really?
It was like 20, 30 days.
Did you have any particular way in mind? Because I really need a soul to talk to my mum. There's the whole saving the world process that we're going through at the moment. You know my group that coming with me.
Who is your mum?
I've forgotten her name.
You just call her
Out of
Mom.
character, I've forgotten her name. My mum is insert name here.
Huh.
Blah.
Queen of Power.
No, she's not. She's a concubine of sorts for my father, but she's not actually my mum. But yeah, I need to talk to her
And why aren't you going to a wizard?
Good question.
Because I
Forgot that
didn't
wizard.
realise that was possible. I mean, I'm not smart. But also,
There's literally a wizard down the street.
It's just
okay, I'm gonna drop like 100 gold on the table and then run down to the wizard.
What a strange kid.
yeah. Is it actually a wizard, or is it someone who claims to be a wizard?
Find out in a minute, won't you? Okay.
You had to roll after I said that.
Would you like to go to the wizard?
The wonderful wizard of Laridian.
Yes.
As you head down the street, you can see that there is a smarter than average house that has been set up with a facade out front that is all a deep purple colour.
Okay.
There is a simple silver script which is Worcester and Sons Esquire.
Go inside.
As you go up to the door, you can see that there is no door handle.
Gosh.
Just knock on the door.
Can I just push it?
Now I just want to build
It
further.
doesn't. Yeah.
Just knock on the door.
Knock on the door.
Opens. Blackness inside.
Wait, your first response to coming up to a random house is to open the door and not knock first.
It's a shop.
Yeah, it's a shop.
And then you get.
Did you say it's a shop? You just said it's a wizard.
It's a wizard shop.
I'm gonna go inside.
Okay. As you step inside, there is a sensation of ripple as you go through what you think might be a portal.
Mrs. is working.
Once you have entered, you can see that you're in a smoky drawing room. That's probably the best way to describe this. There's some comfortable leather chairs set out. There is a man in one corner who appears to be polishing some glasses. He's wearing a butler-style outfit. And sitting in a chair by a fire at the other side of the room, there is a tall man with deep red skin, pointy ears, and is smoking a pipe while wearing basically a Noel Coward outfit. Stands.
Come to see the wizard.
Ah, come in. What can I do for you?
Hi.
I want to talk to him.
Yeah, I need to talk to my mum.
And it's
Ah,
5 beds,
simple
4
communication.
beds, 2 separate beds,
Given
1
your
bed,
appearance,
something
I'd say
double.
child of the
Take the double
abyss.
smile.
Right, you're do you snore?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I snore as well. I think we should share.
Contacting the abyss can be
I think you
dangerous.
smell badly enough and wake
We
me
can
up.
do that.
Yeah.
Contacting the
Just let
abyss
you know.
can be dangerous, but we can do that.
Cool. I know it's dangerous.
You also know that your mother is not in the abyss.
Oh shit, yeah.
I think I've got
Yeah.
4 suits, so
The
we've
hells.
got 1.5 toilets.
Correct.
My mum's in the hell.
One is just a toilet. One's
Oh, she's on War Party.
Yes.
No, you're
Very well, that's somewhat safer.
5 bedrooms.
I'm scared of Jackie.
I've had tea.
She is?
I do every Monday.
I mean, technically she's in a war party, but
Eternal War. Yeah.
He's guessing things,
yeah.
and he's just confirming whether or not they're true or not is completely immaterial.
You're a pro class student. Yeah. So you
So-
don't beat around the bush.
What's the
Well,
next?
normally, like, on a Monday.
My name or her
Monday,
name?
I normally go down in town for an hour.
I give him
So
her
I
name.
talk to my other friends and then
Give me a finger. He moves over to a cards table, takes a seat at it,
But it's like,
and starts drawing onto it
I'll go town with
some sort of
payments.
circle.
I might as well stay at work and get paid for the time.
After a few moments, he finishes making the marks onto the table itself and begins an incantation, resting his hands on the two sides of the table.
Target was going to get me.
Continues for quite some time, and then finally there is a crack,
No.
and
£1 more.
a shimmering portrait of your mother appears. There is a young man here who requires some of your time, gentle maiden. Yes, he genuinely does say that. Your mother's slightly shimmery face
You
turned to
had a
face you.
brownie, didn't you?
Ah, Keeping busy.
Entry for tonight.
That's an understatement.
Oh.
18 quid.
I'll just give her the rundown on everything.
Okay.
Everything.
Leaving out the fact that I
Killed your brother,
did not kill my brother. He killed my brother accidentally.
and then you turned him into a squishmallow.
No, because she already knows that. Leaving out the part where I became a warlock because I don't want her to get mad at me.
Okay. I should be keeping closer tabs on you. Sounds like you've been doing some very naughty things. I approve. However, it sounds like you are having some trouble getting volunteers.
No, we just wanted to know if you could see if there are any volunteers down there.
I'm sure I can find a few, but it will require calling in favor.
He's got BMW S7RR.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got anything
He's like
that
trying to be the
could
world's quickest drive through to the bloke.
make it worth my while?
Dropped it in first gear.
The world's largest cornetto.
I love that sleeve you sent me because I literally happened to be today. I was like, getting them out of my box. And I was going to change.
Limited protocol, one drop
When I
from
was changing
space
my
to
deck,
one place on Earth.
Yeah, I can't hear what you're saying. Sorry.
We could send an asteroid to a place on Earth,
Oh, no, I'm not very good.
or wherever you want.
Wherever you want, 'cause you said Riley's landing, we can't really do that.
That might be quite handy.
When you have new sleeves now, each side, you just go shh. Go everywhere.
It's a commander deck, so it's like 100 cards freshly sleeved. And he's like,
In the next few days, examples will be shown.
It
Does mean keeping them away from service and blood.
Yeah. None of them are
But it does keep the planet going. It keeps the soul farms going. So
Yes.
it's a worthwhile investment. All right, I'll see what I can do. But I'm keeping your
The
suggestion.
Guardian, so Guardian hit really.
That's cool.
Fucking big.
Goodbye, darling. You are brushing your teeth, right? You do seem to have something wrong with you. Why do you have a tail?
We would.
Well, a tail that's different from your norm.
We were fucking around with genetic modifying medicines, and that was the result of mine. One dude got whiskers.
You to roll me a deception.
Because it's your mum, and your mum always knows when you're lying.
Deception,
Oh,
yeah. That is 24.
Narrows her eyes. You really shouldn't be playing around with things like that.
Get bored sometimes. You know, boys, we boys.
Just fuck.
Not the type.
Wait, who was it?
The dwarf.
Oh,
I'm not saying. I did not give you a tail, you bastard. At least
doesn't even
blame
know
it on the
this.
no, the one that's actually insane.
No, because oh no, it was Ed that she had a fancy. Yeah.
she'd have a chance of converting him.
She's not good at this rate. But yes.
All right, I'll see what I can do.
All right, thanks.
I'll get back to you shortly. And darling,
Yeah,
why did you involve this idiot?
because I have no other way to talk to you. I forgot to leave home with my Corn 1 book. All right.
I do apologise for my son. He's such a complete klutz. Pay the boy double.
Okay.
She closes the communications. The wizard sort of narrows his eyes slightly at being called what he was called. 40.
I make it 80.
Takes the money. Can you think of anybody you can get gets help from. Sure, sure. So even your brothers.
They wouldn't volunteer.
No, but they have.
Yeah, but they can't make someone volunteer.
But they are back in the kingdom where they could have a cool.
Convince her to volunteer. For king and country. Huzzah!
Do you wish to contact me? Do this.
Stick your head underwater and go, "Boo!"
What's that?
How do you normally contact them?
He sent a letter once in a blue moon.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't got sending or anything.
A waterproof letter or just a regular letter?
Isn't the Iron Mask in contact with your? Didn't we find out that he was in contact with your father? Was it?
No, I think it was Rose.
No, it was no, because we found out you were like, I'm going to ask him about that next time I see him because
Yeah, that's Rose.
he was because he.
Plus, you have a ring to return to him anyway.
Yeah.
So you have a reason to contact. Reason why he might actually.
Yeah, certainly, but I haven't got a way to communicate to him.
Well, if you speak to Iron Mask, he might have a way.
All right. Well, he's back on the cloud. Isn't he?
Mhm.
All right, go back on.
Hang on,
Okay.
is the cloud more than a mile away from Rallia's land?
No.
You know I'm not that.
Are you up there? Yeah, but we're not linked, are
You didn't link.
No.
Maybe think of one again.
Yes, I had to disconnect to speak to her and not get.
So, the cloud, for the moment, is low enough down that you could probably get the plank up or rope ladder up to it.
we? I'll climb up.
Heading on board, you can see Granny Goo seems to be annoyed.
He's not annoying me, I hope.
Doesn't seem to have noticed you.
Oh, thanks. I'm
She
not insignificant.
She is currently in the process of trimming a small hedge that she has. You suspect that this hedge does not deserve the treatment it is getting.
Is that not how you trim a hedge?
Damn it.
Not that bad. Broken another one?
Third. Puts it back together.
Maybe we calm down?
It's not bit on here.
No.
Where's the Iron Mask?
Sorry. No! He's currently in the main quarters.
I'll head over that one.
You're welcome.
Thank you. I heard that.
Good.
If you're in our elven form.
As you head into the main structure, you can see the Iron Mask is in the process of moving his fingers just in the air.
Oh, he's doing that thing that smart detectives do in movies. It's entering his mind palace.
I'm
Yes?
just finished now. Is it? Can I get a message to my father, please?
Sure. What do you need to send?
Any brave adventurers wish to volunteer
Worthwhile try.
for the noble cause of saving the planet?
You also have a ring to return to your dad.
Yeah, but I'll return that when I go there.
We can just say.
I'll say that I found the ring.
Which ring? Oh, is this the one you asked me to look into for you?
Yes. The shortened name.
Ah, yes.
The ring of sea people.
Eldora's Pride.
How do you spell that?
ELDERANAN, I think. Pride.
Right.
Eldorado's price.
Eldorado's.
Anything else you would like to add?
TV show.
Road
That's
show,
a little one.
Great show.
And I'm currently obviously trying to save the world. And then I'll be back. And how is the kingdom? And has he had any communication with Rose?
It's really one long email.
What's for tea next Wednesday?
You have a thing, don't you?
A chip.
Yeah. Let me just let you review it. Pops up in your vision. It is pretty much exactly what you said.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some formatting changes.
Oh,
Punctuation.
Yeah, that's fine. You
Oh,
can send
it's in
that.
Comic Sans.
No,
Quickly,
no.
come on.
Yeah, he hasn't put it in Comic Sans, so he sends that off. Is there anything else I can do for you?
No. How long would it take to reply?
Depends on how long it takes for him to get to the message.
Did it just go direct to my father, or did it go to?
He'll go to an office. I have some people in the city who will take it to him. It'll probably be response in a couple of hours, depending on how busy he is. You all right?
Yes.
Where was the ring in the end?
Oh God, I thought that was in
The demonic library.
Yeah, Clifton. Yeah, Clifton in a library. With several other artifacts. Apparently, it was gifted, even though I was told it was stolen.
Who gifted it?
He didn't say.
Then maybe the thief gifted it.
It would be interesting to find if he answers back to any communication with Rose.
Why do you ask?
Because Rose is a vampire,
And
and we don't deal with undead.
the real world is a lot more complicated than you seem to think it is.
I don't deal with undead.
Sorry?
I don't deal with undead.
Fair enough. You're going to have to soon.
Briefly.
Didn't we find out about Ed being partially undead last week?
Yeah, they partially undead though.
At the moment.
Well, I should get on with sending more messages.
Okay.
Well, if you see the others, tell them I've already got a message back from the Dragon Emperor. He's organising something, apparently.
Okay. Thank you. Something. Someone or something.
I don't know the full
A
details.
rally.
The message I got was small.
Hmm.
So it gave me the impression that they sent something off quickly.
Stress important.
Yeah.
All right. This seems like a reasonably good point to round things off because I am very tired.
Fair.
And
I
also
think-
it is like 15 minutes to
And we have sort of contacted all the relevant parties to try and
pretty much, yeah.
find out who, what, where, why.
Okay.
We can do other characters if necessary next week.
Indeed. Indeed. You are going to have 100 for the basic session stuff, which for this point is kind of pointless. But, you managed. See you later. See you later. You managed to get the phylacteries, which is going to be 250. And you also, let me just remind myself what else you did.
Do I get an XP for annoying a dragon and still living?
No.
And then making it up to her.
That's you get a death wish for doing
And
that.
then made it up.
No.
Partially.
Say you made it up, but you're certainly less in the shit. What else was I going to say?
People around the world?
350. You got in contact with a few people, although you did deliberately avoid every single one who I thought you would go for. So that's great. But you haven't got all the feedback from that yet, so I can't really give you XP for that. What else have you resolved today?
They've got stuff being ordered or in the artisan.
We helped get rid of some really annoying nobles for the governor.
Yes, you get 1 XP for each of them.
2 XP.
352.
352.
Yes, Ed is going to be really confused as to why you've got an extra 2 XP.
Not if we don't tell him about it.
He doesn't get any of it.
You think he won't have watched this?
I mean,
That'll be the bit where he's like, no, you're just killing random people again.
Ed, if you are watching this, I did try to stop.
You didn't try. You didn't try very hard.
You considered trying to stop them.
Well, we did consider revivifying until the governor killed the other one.
Yeah, the governor was just like, Oh, guess we're doing this then. Okay, stab.
Easy dispatching.
Right. Contact Jerome, but we haven't gotten that fully sorted. Jerome has volunteered though, so that is going to be 100.
And so has the Iron Mask. So
That's
it's
another
another
100.
2.
Managed to convince more people who will get more
Woohoo!
next week. Guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us tonight, folks. I have been tonight joined by my wonderful players.
Lawrence? Dave?
Toby. And James.
And we'd just like to thank you all for joining us tonight, and we hope you enjoyed yourselves. We'll see you next week, same time, hopefully. And hopefully we'll have the entire team back, and things can go terribly, terribly wrong.
552, yeah?
For now, good night.
Bye.
Right.